Hello. Uh, okay. Hi. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you are. So, welcome to today, the first day of the QiMen Club virtual meeting. Right. So, can you guys hear me? So, if you can hear me, can you just type something on the message board to acknowledge that you're able to hear my voice? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. So, thanks for some of you. This is very early for you. Thanks for waking up. And some of you are now is on evening, right? So let me just give a huge welcome to everyone to this meeting. And there will be a very 2 days exciting meeting. And the purpose of us to setting up this meeting, so just for all of you here, the QiMen Club member, so we can learn from each other about QiMen, right? So there will be a lot of sharing, and I will do my own sharing as well. So do other club member as well. So I hope all of you here already did some homework on the chart that we sent to you, I think, few days before, because we're going to go through that as well, right? So let me just give you how these are session we're going to go through. Yeah? So for today and tomorrow, we will start the meeting around 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. GMT 8. All right. So during here, there will be a lot. I'll do my own sharing about something the additional or bonus topic that normally we didn't share in the class. But the main purpose of this whole meeting here is to actually to encourage everyone here to participate, right? Because the whole thing set up here is not about me. Yeah, it's about you. Yeah, so it will be good. How do you benefit from this whole session here is your uh, your participation. Yeah, so we do encourage you to ask questions, do your own sharing, right? So we have a lot of exciting activities aligned, and some of you are very new here, right? Yeah, it could be the first time that you're attending this, so don't worry, because we also a lot of session here we allow you to actually ask a lot of our pre-existing club member. Yeah, they are very expert on this. They are able to answer your questions. So we will ensure by the end of today and tomorrow's session, all of your pressing question will be answered as well. Yeah, and how do we structure these 2 days? And we're going to have a topic with this, so we can actually learn effectively. So today, mainly we're going to cover is about destiny analysis. Yeah, so this is for today, and then for tomorrow we're going to do forecasting mainly on it. Yeah, so there are two. Day one will be more on destiny analysis, and then on day two we're going to do more on the forecasting. Yeah, the technique and the art of doing forecasts in your chart. And based on my observation, I realized that a lot of people that do are very interested in forecasting, right? And whenever they learn, that's the main reason probably a lot of us learn QiMen, yeah, including me as well. And this is a very interesting topic and very useful. But a lot of people might overlook on the importance of destiny analysis as well. So I would like to take this opportunity here to actually just explain briefly what's the difference between a destiny analysis and also forecasting, because you're going to use this a lot. So some of you here, this is the first time seeing me. My name is Iverson. I'm a consultant. So we see a lot of clients, we do a lot of consults. So every time we do consults, we use two charts mainly. The achievement, we're going to use the destiny chart and also the forecasting chart. Why we use these two is, let me put it in a simple way like this. Forecasting allow us to make a better decision, right? So because if your question are related to shall I work for company A or company B, then achievement forecasting able to help you select one. So let's say you're able to decide already based on the achievement chart. Let's say the achievement chart stated that company A is a company you should work for. So once you go into the company, what are you going to do, right? Because forecasting allows you to make a decision, right? But what happened after the decision being made? That's even more important, right? So that's when QiMen destiny comes in, because your success in the company that you're working towards to is very depends on your attitude daily, your skill, yeah, your learning ability, your whether you're passionate or not about your job, whether you do the things that you're supposed to do. You know, those kind of attitude actually is in the destiny chart, right? Because it's all governs your own capacity in life. So QiMen forecasting allows you to make a decision, and destiny is after you make a decision, how can you sustain it and make it a successful decision is depends on you, right? So, and even better is QiMen destiny chart even allows us to actually reverse a bad decision as well, right? For example, like sometimes you forgot to use forecasting, you join a company that's supposed to be a wrong company, right? A company that is very unstructured. There are a lot of problems inside, a lot of politics, and because your destiny chart or your attitude is good, your working attitude, you are skillful, and then your ability to change, to adapt is good, and your ability to motivate the people around you. Somehow in those adversity, you're able to turn around it and make it to your favor. Yeah, that's the power of the destiny chart, right? So I would say that in a higher level, yeah, if you're able to utilize or your destiny chart correctly, you can actually overturn a certain bad decision that you made previously. Yeah, it's just like someone like yesterday asked me, how do I know that my spouse, my future spouse, able to help me or not? Right? They will check the chart, right? So what we're going to do here, we try to change the perspective. Why not we make us as a person that no matter who come into our life, we can help them. Right? That part is about destiny analysis. It doesn't. It's not the moment we always expect that our spouse help us, then it's a lot of about taking, right? It's about taking a lot of things and you're not going to work in long term. So on the situation that this client asked me, then I'll use destiny chart to do it, right? I'm not using mainly on forecasting to check which one we're able to help this person. But my goal during that time is, so how do I make this person become a better person? Yeah, in terms of relationship, a better capacity person. So no matter who comes into this person's life, he will able to make that person become good. Yeah, that's the power of destiny chart. And this apply to different aspect as well in our life. For example, like career. Because one of the questions that a lot of people will ask is which industry is suitable for them and all those things. And if your person, your capacity is good, you're skillful, yeah, your attitude is correct, yeah, and then no matter what type of company you're joining, you're able to make it a success. Yeah. So this is what we're going to talk about today. So before we start, there will be a certain house rule that I would like to let everyone know here. So at this point of time, I think we're going to make everyone mute, right? So the reason we mute everyone here is so there will be no voice interference while I'm talking, and there will be a time that you're allowed to ask questions and allowed to share. Then the time our team here will going to select you, and then we're going to unmute you as well, so you can be able to speak. And it will be good if you also can actually switch on your video camera. So this allow all of us here to be able to see who you are and get to know you more personally, and it will be a better experience of learning, right? So all of you here, so if you haven't switched on your video camera, feel free to do so right now. Yeah, and we're going to this use like 1 minute, because on my screen right now I see a lot of people, you haven't switched on your video camera yet. Yeah, I know who you are because your name are there. Yeah, all the name here is so all right, good. I see another video camera switch on right now. Okay, so what we're going to do here is the first session here, we're going to revisit a little bit about destiny, the homework that we sent to you, right? I think it's been a while that we attended the destiny analysis class. Some of you is like last September, some of you like 2 years back, right? So whenever we talk about destiny chart, we are looking at let me show you as the homework right now. So I assume all of you here are great students. Yeah, you're supposed to finish your homework, right? So let me bring out the destiny chart on screen. Give me a moment. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see on the screen right now, this is the. Hold on. Can you hear my voice? Okay. Give them a moment. So I'm going to share the screen or share the slide on the screen right now. Okay. While they are fixing this, yeah. So some of you that didn't get the homework yet, you need to check your email. Yeah. So there's a destiny chart. So this destiny chart is a sample chart, and I wanted to show you this is because a lot of you here, the reason you learn QiMen subject is to do consult and to make impacts on people's life. So occasionally or almost every day, yeah, we're going to meet a lot of clients, or even including yourself and your loved one will come to you and ask you about how do you transform someone's life. Yeah, so whenever I talk about transforming someone's life, most of the time, I would say 95% is a long-term question, right? So whenever we're talking about long-term questions, we need to look at destiny chart. It's not the forecasting chart. Forecasting chart is assume that you already have certain pressing decision to make right now. Yeah, it might not be a long-term decision. Maybe it's just like changing job right now or which department to go into. This short-term. Long-term is how do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Who will you become? Yeah, where do you live? Yeah, what type of profession are you doing? That one is a long-term question. Yeah, why I'm going to do this because if you're able to set a long, you're very clear on what you're going to become in the next 10 years, then you automatically know what to do. This is the power, and then you know that this is a path. The moment you pursue it, is the path that is the most least resistant path, and you will see that a lot of event people will turn out, yeah, to help you to achieve the goal as well, yeah, because what you are doing are aligned with the flow. Your achievement chart here is nothing more than a energy map, yeah. So the achievement destiny chart basically is a representation of the energy map within you. Yeah, so right now I think we can start our first session by evaluating the homework. So can you guys see the slide on screen right now? If you can see it, can you just message on the group chat so I know? All right, cool. So now we can. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah. So okay. So let's go through the questions that we sent to you. Let me browse through. So do you have a question? Okay, so the first question is, we're going to talk about like whether this person, yeah, just imagine this. How do we do this? Is like this. Imagine this is your live client right now. If someone come to see you, or maybe your friend, yeah, or your distant relative suddenly comes to you because that person knew that you learn QiMen, and then this is the chart presented to you. I know some of you learn Bazi, but this is a QiMen session, so we are restricted. The analysis uh, domain are restricted to QiMen analysis only. All right, so this is the chart. This some of you say cannot see Adeline's cell, and she said that she cannot see the screen. All right, so our team going to get you handled. Don't worry. So if some of you here, if you cannot see the slide right now, please refer to your email for this few seconds so you can follow this through. Yeah, so this is labeled under homework number 1. Yeah, this is homework number 1. And homework number 2, we're going to go through homework number 2 on tomorrow because homework number 2 are related to forecasting. Yeah, so today we're going to fix on the long term first. We're going to discuss everything about long term. Yeah, what we're going to do. Yeah, what is a talent? Yeah, what is the least resistant path? And all these things. Yeah. All right. So let's look at the homework number 1. So Adeline, were you able to see the slide right now? Can you please respond? Okay, so let's start now. So the first question of this homework, There is the question is like this: is this person suitable to pursue own career, work for people, or is better off for this person to actually start their own business? Yeah, this is the first question that we would like to address right now. Yeah, so right now, this is, let me remind you again, this is not a class. So I will need you to help me to make this class, this meeting a successful one. So I require your participation, because the moment when you participate, you learn the most. Yeah, so right now, let's focus on the first question. Yeah, so is this, imagine this is your client, you already, this client did pay you, and now you would like to actually answer this client question. So the first question the client asks is, am I suitable to work for people or to run my own business? What do you think? Okay, so you can type your actually answer on your screen. Okay, who would like to give your own analysis? Okay, I noticed that you Sing Chong. Yeah, so you reply, your answer is business, right? So can I get her to speak or something? So yeah, we're gonna let you to speak to everyone here right now. This one. Okay, Yu Sun Ching, I'm gonna unmute you. All right, so Sing Chong.
Yeah,
our team already unmute your speaker, so you can share with us your analysis. Why you say that this person here is suitable to run his own business rather than work for people? All right, you can speak now. Yeah, welcome, and everyone here, please welcome Sing Chong.
Hello, hi, morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Can
yes,
you hear?
I can.
Okay. Okay, I'm just thinking the live door, which is in the northeast area, there is a Ren and a Tian, is a better dentist, and the northwest sector there's a DE for 2 DE, and there's a Phoenix Black Star, so black dentist. So just comparing these two, live door looks better.
All right, thank you. A very good observation. Hey, how come the very good observation? Yeah, so can you still I'm losing you again. So okay, I think what just now she mentioned here is we're going to compare between the boxes. I think what she did here is she compared the business. She's looking at the live door, and then for career, she's looking at the open door. And then by comparing the content, the content inside the boxes, she concluded that the content inside the configuration or the composition inside the live door box are much more better than the open door box, which is the career box. So for some of you are new here, so whenever we evaluate a certain aspect of our life, certain door govern are related to certain aspects. So the live door we used to related to the business, and then for the open door normally are related to the career. So her technique is to use the comparison technique between the open door and the live door. Yeah, and she concluded that the live door are much more better. So hence, she advised that this client are much more better starting her business or his business. Okay, very good. Yeah, thank you, Sing Chong, for the participation. So let's take another person here who would like to also give your own feedback. And don't worry here, this is not an exam. There are no right or wrong. So this is the session here is allow everyone here to do your sharing, for you to participate. So, and also for you to do analysis in as if like you're doing a real consulting. So the more practice you have, the more easier for you to spot certain pattern. Yeah, because by reading the chart is nothing more than a pattern recognition. Yeah, the more chart you see, and it's very fast for you to be able to derive certain pattern of the charts. That's just like how you see people, right? Yeah. So second one, who would like to also answer or give your own opinion on this chart? They can raise their hand or something, right? So I think in your own screen, okay, Raymond Ho raised hand right now. Officially, yeah, I cannot see your hand obviously, but I can see a message here. Raymond Ho. Okay, where are you, Raymond Ho? They are searching for you. Okay, all right. Hi, Raymond. Good morning.
Hi, morning. Hi, everyone. Morning. Yeah, I quickly raised my hand because this is the easier part of the question. So I do my part of quota first, then the rest, harder question, I can just keep quiet. Okay, what I think right now, can you all hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, the rest. Okay, so my part of opinion is I look at his Destiny Palace himself, where the Chief Master and the instructor is. Okay, so Chief KD. Chief, so is a natural leader and a person who can venture into business. And the instructor also, the Star Palace, the Star basically indicate that he's suitable to be an entrepreneur. And at the same time, I look at the Southwest Palace, the partnership. I think he should have some good nobleman stars and a network of good people to help him because the star is 7-star. Yes. Yep. That's my take on why he should venture into business. And also the Wu in the Destiny Palace, he can be property developer, financial. So naturally, his capacity in raising capital is strong. Yep.
All right, very good. Thank you, Raymond. All right, so if you were to reply to this client, as if like your client, so you're going to ask him to start his own business, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So 2-0. Yeah, 2 for starting a business. Thank you, Raymond, for your time. I appreciate that. And I just don't let this be your last participation. All right. Yeah, you
Okay.
can, because you're expert. So there'll be more tough question for you later on. Yeah, so you stay tuned there. And by the way, yeah, it's later on we're gonna have a different type of activities. So you can actually have more engagement between the members as well. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm glad to be a facilitator here. So thanks, Raymond. All right, so the next one I noticed as Lily Huen just now, right? And now it's at Inso. So then, so how about Lily Huen? Yeah. And sometimes, yeah, depends. I might select some of you by random as well. Yeah, so get yourself prepared. Lily Huen.
Yes.
Hi, Lily.
Hi.
Hi.
I just managed to get a chart.
Oh, you just managed to get a chart.
Yes.
All right. So what is your analysis for this chart? What is your opinion?
For own business.
Okay, very good. So 3-0 right now. 3 for, so you're the third person. And then the 2 person before you also saying that running business are more suitable. All right. So why not you share with us the reason why you are say that? Okay, how come I'm paused already?
Can you hear me?
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, yes, I can hear you right now. Yeah, okay, right now. So can you share with all the members here why you say running business are more suitable?
No, to me, I think is working for people is more suitable because
okay.
I just got the chart. And chief is always to be the one who a very good leader.
Okay.
Okay, and is in his destiny chart. And in terms of career, to me, this person should be the leader who are speaking out with heart and in the open door.
Okay, so your conclusion is this person are more suitable to for people rather than running their own business, right? So why do you think that this person are not suitable to run his own business? Can you share with us your thought on this as well?
I only look at the chief.
Okay.
So it's more suitable in a higher ranking. And if let's say look at look at the wealth, so heaven, when I look at it, is a higher ranking position.
Okay, so you base on the deities to do the reading in the palace or Destiny Palace. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Lily, for your
Thank
participation.
you.
All right. So, anyone here have any question for Lily? Okay, maybe reserve all the question later on. So let's move on to the next members here. I was Edwin Saw. Just now I noticed Edwin Saw raised his hand. Okay, Edwin, we already unmute you right now. You can.
Okay. Hi, just on to
hi to everyone here.
Just to add on to what Raymond said earlier.
Okay, so why not you share with us? Let's maybe we can start a little bit. Introduce yourself here. So what you do here, yeah. So everyone can get to know you more about who you are.
I'm myself is Edwin. I'm in the IT line.
Okay.
So, and this how I look at it in this chart is that beside those points that mentioned by Raymond earlier, I quite agree with that on the Destiny Palace itself. And beside that, the Destiny Palace is also countering the Northeast, which is alive. Which is to me is comparing with the Open, which is Korea. The Korea is actually countering the Destiny Palace. So the countering being countered and countering the Live Palace, I think the countering is much better. So in this case, that's why I think that running his own business will be better.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Edwin. Yeah, so stay on the line first. Yeah, so so this is for the benefit of everyone. I think the technique, the technique that Edwin using is the palace's relationship between the career and business in relation to the Destiny Palace, right? So by judging from the relationship, he would like to pick on the one that actually the relationship are more smooth between the two. So just now, if you look at the live door, is in the northeast, so is you counter the business, right? So you control the business. So where else, if you look at the career aspect, is the career counter you. So every time, yeah, so there's one takeaway point. The moment you see a chart, the subject matter countering you, so this will indicates pressure, yeah, or intense challenges, or certain obstacle that require breakthrough before you're able to get it. Yeah, so this is when a counter in happens. So in the chart right now, we notice that in the northwest, which is the career door, is the northwest actually counter the south in the east. So northwest are represented by metal elements. So metal element counter the destiny chart. Yeah, so these are if you read it in the analysis this way, which means that if this person pursue career, there will be indicates a lot of challenges, yeah, a lot of obstacles. Yeah, it doesn't mean that they cannot succeed, but they need to go through a huge hurdle before they're going to get it. Yeah, so these are the interrelation between you and the career box. Yeah, so thank you, Evan. Yeah, so for your analysis, so the technique he's using is relationship between the palaces. Okay, so how about any other club member? Yeah, sharing is caring. So you can, okay, Vicky Teo. So can we just on? We are on the way right now. Hi, Vicky. Can you can speak now? Lower hand. Okay. Hi, Yiki. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think you need to fix your audio first. Yeah, because we cannot hear you, neither seeing your video. Once you're ready, you let us know. We're going to bring you on the screen, right? Okay. So
Can you hear?
okay, now, but we cannot see you yet. Can you start a video? Switch on your video, Yiki. Okay. I saw you.
Okay.
Okay, hi.
Hi,
Yiki.
every morning. Okay, just now I agree that Erin said the
All
relationship.
right, why don't you
use
just
the,
introduce yourself to everyone here so they can.
Hi, Iki. I'm Iki here.
Where are you from?
I'm from Malaysia, KL.
Okay.
Okay. So actually I agree using a relationship palace like the wood counter control earth or the metal counter wood. I always use that. So the more important is actually I see the chart. If always I see wu, kui kui, ping ping, sing sing, all this kind of the character, confirm actually he very suitable for do own self because they are very confident on self and they can do independence and they have own mind, have own master proposal idea on business. They cannot work with others because they will have conflict or actually they have own character like quite stubborn people. That's why I prefer they do own self business.
Okay, very good, Yiki. All right, so I think there are a few noteworthy points that you can derive from Yiki's conclusion just now. One thing she mentioned, can I draw on the screen, sure? Okay, so they can easier to know what I'm talking about. Is it possible? All right, okay, forget it. All right, okay. So just now Yiki mentioned the stamps. Yeah, this is something, right? So everyone here can learn as well. If you look at the chart right now, yeah, do you notice that all the top stem and the bottom stem are the same element? Yeah, look at the chart right now. Yeah, so if you see a thing and thing, you will see the thing on the top and the thing. Let's look at the soft box right now. Yeah, everyone. So do you notice that they are thing on the top and then the thing in the bottom? Can you see my cursor moving right now? Yeah, you see it, huh? Okay, all right. So if you look at the chart right now, I think what Iki mentioned just now is the top and the bottom the same, right? So you look at the Destiny Palace as well. You see Wu on top and Wu at the bottom, right? So every time you see this Iki explained just now, this represent someone that has a very high confidence. Yeah, so very confident on themselves. This is one of the things that you might need to take note on, and it's a very important point because a lot of people, whenever they see a chart, the moment they see some configuration like this, they start to be afraid because they learn the concept of Fu Yin, right? Yeah, Fu Yin is where all the elements are the same in the same box, right? Top and bottom also the same. But Fu Yin is not bad to start with, but in destiny analysis, yeah, we don't take into consideration whether it's a Fu Yin or not. Yeah, that one only applied to forecasting, which we're going to discuss tomorrow. Yeah, so in destiny chart, the moment you see something on top and the bottom is the same, which means that the heart and the mind are congruent. Yeah, because the top normally we're going to represent the conscious mind. Yeah, conscious mind means that the moment we know what we should do, right? Because we being told or maybe society expectation, or logic. Yeah, so you be guided by moral compass or because someone told us we should do this or shouldn't do that. That one is a conscious mind, right? So the subconscious mind, which is more on our nature, yeah, whenever there are no expectation around us, there are no pressure, that's what we behave is under the below, is the bottom stem that represents subconscious mind. So imagine this, that if the top and the bottom is the same, right? So we can tell that this person, yeah, their heart and the mind are congruent. So we can see someone that they know what they want, they are clear of what they want, and very likely they're going to get it. Yeah, because something interesting to share here is 90% of the client that I seen, yeah, their problem are not about money, surprisingly. And 90% of the people that come to see us, or especially notice one interesting fact is the reason they come to see us is because they don't know what they want. Right? They don't know what they want in life. Although they make the problem, the symptom is about money, but if you discover in a deep the cause, or realize later on the true cause of this is because they don't know what to do in life. Yeah? So the moment, if your chart right now, you're able to notice that your top stem and the bottom stem are the same, is a good sign. Yeah, so this is another takeaway for this meeting right now. The top and bottom stem are the same. So all the member here, can I know that how many of you have the top and the bottom also the same? Can you just raise your hand so I can see you, or you can type from the message box. In the message box, you just type the word same. I know who you are. Okay, type it right now so I can see any one of your destiny chart, your top stem and the bottom stem is the same. Same. Okay, let me see if I do this. So no one here have the same stem at the top and the bottom? Out of 29, anyone? Don't worry, I won't ask you to, I won't pitch you to ask question. I won't pitch you to ask you a question. Yeah, I just want to know among all of you here, is there anyone that have the same stem? Just to ensure that you understood what Yiki shared with you just now. So how about Yiki? Do you have the same destiny configuration? Now you can type on the chat group right now. Yeah, you don't need to reply because the setting right now, we are only okay, Yiki reply in the chat group session, or okay, you don't have it. It doesn't matter, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's just one of the way of reading clarity in the chart. Okay, so now how? Okay, Joanne say that not me too. Mine is funny, the opposite. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not bad though. Thanks for participating. Yeah, I would encourage all of you here to participate more, so to make this session more fun, so we can share ideas. Because the best way of learning QiMen is to share your ideas, because all of us here have our own expertise. Yeah, on certain areas. Some of you are very good in accounts, some of you are very good in design. Yeah, so the way we learn QiMen or approach QiMen in a very different way. Yeah, because to some of you, the live door could mean making money. But to some people, the live door could mean, creating products, creating life, give a breath to a new product. So that's why we encourage all of you here to share your experiences and your opinion as well. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the any other one want to give your own opinion on this chart again? Any other question? Okay, so from Raymond. So what does it mean that it's come to funny and fickle mind? Is it very fickle-minded? So in destiny analysis, we don't really look into Fan Yin. Yeah. So Fan Yin only applicable on forecasting. So for destiny analysis, we will look at the different element from top and the bottom. Yeah, Fan Yin means that they also mean that they're countering element between two, right? So which means that your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are very different. Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah, so which means that you might need to, if you want to advise this person, yeah, you need to advise them to follow their heart. Because most of the time they might do something due to certain external expectation or due to the life circumstances, and they fail to listen to their inner voice. Yeah, so the bottom one always represents the inner voice of that person. Yeah, Raymond, to answer your question on the Fan Yin. Okay. Welcome. You're welcome. So anyone want to try to give your opinion on this? Come on. I know it's still early in the morning. You need to get the meeting started right now and make it more fun. You need to participate more. Anyone want to give their opinion? If you're not raising your hand, I'm going to pick some of you. Let me see. Yeah, if you don't smile at the camera, I want to pick you right now. Okay, so how do I select this? Just click chat. Oh, okay, Karen Chang. Hi, Karen. Hold on, I cannot unmute. Hold on, our team is going to unmute you right now. Yeah. No, it's mute.
I think maybe,
Okay.
maybe don't have microphone.
Okay, Karen, do you have a microphone with you? I cannot hear you.
I cannot hear, so I think maybe.
Okay, then maybe we're going to switch for another one. Yeah, you're lucky. Okay. So let's select. How about Alan? Okay, myself. A lot of you don't have a speaker, aren't you?
Mm.
Because we try to. Never mind. I think it's a little bit too long. I'm going to fix that later. Okay, so now let's look in the chart again. Yeah, so for some of you, this is it could be your first time to learning Destiny chart. Yeah, this is the chart. Every time we look at the chart, one of the most important box that we're going to look at, yeah, is our Destiny Palace. That is very important because this governs overall capacity. What you think, what is given to you in the first place. You know, the other box is something you can acquire along the way, but the one that become most natural to you, that become the most second nature, or the is like something that you can do effortlessly, is the destiny box, right? So, how do you locate your destiny box? Is where the red label located. So all of you here, your destiny box could be anywhere in the chart, right? So in this case, here it is. Right, so back to our question just now. Thank everyone for participating just now. So can you hear me now? Okay. All right. So we would like to highlight the box of the destiny chart. Yeah, because if you, let's say you get a reading and you forget about everything else, I would say that you don't worry. Yeah, you just focus on the destiny box. Yeah, you can answer almost a lot of the pressing question. Yeah, and of course for advanced user that we're going to get more details. Like just now we're going to use the some of you using the deities, some of you are using the relationship between the boxes. Yes, yeah, you can do that. But to benefit everyone here, some of you are very new, right? So I would say that the answer you can derive actually by the destiny box itself, right? So let's look at the destiny box. If we can zoom in, can we zoom in? Okay, so you look at the destiny box right now. So whenever you see the chart, is it good for us to see there's a chief star there? Yes, right? So chief star is a star about ability to get what they want. Yeah, they can manifest things, and also a star of leadership as well. Yeah, so whenever we see a chart that we've achieved, we can see that there are certain inherent leadership character built into the chart already. This first key thing, right? So which means that this person, yeah, has the ability to also achieve great stuff, yeah, in this person life. So how many of you here have achieved in your destiny palace? Please raise your hand online. I want to see all the chief people. Do you know how to do that? Maybe I should let them know how do they raise their hand.
I mean, if raise already, you know. All people raise their hand already.
I cannot see. I cannot see. Hold on. Let me. Okay, wow, a lot of chief star here. And for female lady, if you're chief, yeah, normally you think you're pretty one, you know, that is a good star, good confidence star. So, yeah, okay, all right. So, okay, actually, you did raise your hand. Yeah, it's only from my screen right now. I cannot see you. Okay, thanks for. Later, I'm gonna lock down everyone that is a chief star. Yeah, chief star is a good star. Yeah, first of all, it's a benevolent star. But now we are not interested whether this person good character or not, right? So the question here is we are more into whether this person are suitable to do things. So you see the chart here. The moment you see a disruptor, yeah, disruptor is a star of change. Yeah, this is a person. They are independent. Do they like to give control in the first place when we look at disruptor? No, yeah, they don't like because they want to do their own things. You know, they are free spirit person. Yeah, so and routine work bores them. Yeah, they need constant challenges and all those things, right? And let's look at the because every time we look at disruptor, is the stars, right? Every time we look at the top center, this is a star. Star represent the nature or the talent on that person has. So you can know that this person loves variety a lot. Yeah, this is the thing here. And if you look at the harm door, yeah, the harm door here represents someone that is like to take risks. Yeah, they're risk taker. You know, they like to they like winning. Yeah, they're very aggressive, very competitive. So by having these two star here represent this person cannot stay at one spot for a long time, right? And then they like to do things, they like to be control. So by knowing these two things here, we can almost concluded that this person are much more better doing the own thing. Or because you see, whenever we read a chart, technically we can say something like this. Yeah, what if the client tells you that I don't want to start my own business. Yeah, I want to pursue the professional line. Yeah, just advise me what career or which path I should pursue in my career. Yeah, this is a real life is like this. You know, it's not every time you tell them they should start their own business, then they'll tell you, okay, I'm going to start tomorrow. Yeah, not every case is like this. Yeah, remember that reading is one part, but whenever we do consult, we need to look at the current situation because they are subjected to changes due to the client situation and the circumstances. Yeah, what if this client that you are reading to for is already 48 years old, right? So sometimes it's not just like tell them, yeah, you just start your own business and then you expect to give a good consult or help this person like this, right? So it very depends on that person environment right now. So what if this person right now, he asks you that, I want to pursue professional line. Yeah, what would you advise me then? How would you answer that? Yeah, yes, you know that by nature, this person are more suitable to start their own thing and that kind of thing. Right? But what if this person don't want and he's your client, already paid? He demand an answer right now. Yeah, what will you say to this person then? Okay, now we open the floor to the question, to all the members here. What are the professional line that you think that this person can pursue if this person insisted that has to be this way? Okay, so I got a response from Yiki here. So you say she mentioned insurance line, direct selling, and these two. Okay, let me bring Lily online. Yiki online. Okay, Yiki, you can speak now.
I prefer he look for like example insurance like it's a personal selling. Then he more own confidence, own idea, own fightings for own because all this kind of the line they can plan own self, they can do own planning. So maybe they will be more confident for their career. They cannot like work with on top have somebody to order them. They have must build some team. They are a dealer. There's a example like so many like property or any other things like work with other, but it's a independence line.
Okay, very good. All right, so thanks, Yuki, for your participation on this. So Yuki mentioned that it's more on insurance line, direct selling. I think what Yuki, the keyword here is she's using just now, if you listen attentively, is freedom. Yeah, so everyone got down this. So the moment someone you see a configuration, yeah, of a disruptor and harm door together, and then there's something to do with freedom, yeah, because this person cannot be controlled at all, yeah. So you need to check, yeah, maybe your husband or your wife chart as well, see whether they have these two star in the destiny palace as well, yeah. Kind of wondering why you cannot, yeah, control them very well. This could be one of the reasons. Yeah, so this and then if you are thanks seeking for that, yeah. So the keyword here is any work. If you would like to recommend to this person, there any line of field that allow this person to have freedom of expression, to have freedom of environment, would be good. Yeah. So if let me just ask there are another someone. So how do I give this person online as well, Joanne? I just okay, Joanne. This time you raise your hand. So now I'm going to unmute you. How come I cannot unmute? Joanne, calm down, calm down. Okay, is it done? Hi, Joanne. Joanne, you can speak now. Joanne Ng. Hello, can you hear me, Joanne? Hello. Okay, never mind. I think we can read from the message because I think we cannot get your. I think Joanne, you have some problem with your mic because we cannot hear your voice. Okay, now I'm looking at the chat box. Yeah, so everyone just look at the chat box right now while they're getting the audio fix on the microphone. So the second one is from Carl. Carl say that something that it can run around much is like a boss. All right, so Carl saying that, yeah, it's about freedom. Yeah, so this person don't have any restricted in terms of it could be movement, it could be job responsibility or the job scope. So, and also have the freedom of expression as well. Okay, good. So also from Kwok Chan. Kwok Chan mentioned here is sales. Yeah, your reply, yeah, very, very direct, it's good. Just the word sales. Yeah, sales is then that maybe you can give this person in terms of sales. Because sales, there are so many type of sales, right? So then you can add in another layer to it if you want to. Yes, sales is correct. Yeah, because harm door is also a door that you go and attack, right? It's a form of attack. Door is so whenever we do with sales, it's about grabbing the market shares. Yeah, influence customer to buy stuff from you, not from the competitor. Yeah, so this is a very suitable job for this person. Yeah, feel like, and sales you can since it's require freedom, so the sales will not be in a retail store. right? You will not be someone that come to your store. It's more aggressive kind of thing, because since they're disruptor, if you put them in the store, then they will be what? They'll get bored of the staying at the same spot and all the time, right? So this person have a lot of energy. So it would be good if you ask this person to join the field, yeah, on the ground sales where they can move around a lot. Yeah, that one would be good for them. Or even opening new territory. Yeah, so because you see, the disruptor stars also represent you're going to conquer. Yeah, you're going to change the industry. Yeah, you're going to disrupt the status quo. Yeah, so if you need someone that you're going to, let's say you run your own business, or even you're managing your staff, you need someone to help you to open a new market, to a new territory, then a disruptor and a harm door configuration, yeah, is a very good star to use this person for. Yeah, so drop down. This is also another key keyword here. A takeaway is called disruption. Yeah, because nowadays a lot of people are talking about disruption of the technology that changed the whole market, right? So one of the configuration, if you see a disruptor and a harm together, then you're able to do it. Yeah, but the thing about this chart here, that the reason that to disrupt the thing is to do something has a bigger, to serve a larger purpose for the greater humanity. Yeah, because if you look in the chart here, the chief deity is still there. So they are not doing this for their own. Yeah, it's not for their own achievement. It's more for the community, yeah, for the great, for the children, it could be, you know, for the future. Okay. All right. So, and then Carl said that it's an independent business unit. Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah, because it's independent, then it's something they can control. It's something suitable for them. And Sharon, gambler. Yeah. So that's the word here. I think Sharon would suggest someone a profession to be a professional gambler. Are you suggesting that, Sharon? Yeah. So yeah, the harm do represent gambling. Yes. Right. And then the disruptor also represents someone very impulsive. Yeah, so this one here is, so if you want, it's a very good point to take note here is we want to advise people, this person might have gambling issues, right? That's a good one, yeah. So if someone asks you, is there anything to take note on, you know? So you might need to ask this person, yeah, to be more aware whenever that invest in something that is high risk. Yeah, it could be day trading, yeah, or something that is pose a very high risk. This person might need to be a little bit careful on that, yeah, because a harm done disruptor together, it also makes this person very impulsive, and then they might be just all in, you know, just gamble everything at all at once, you know. So a very good point from Sharon. Yeah, so now, and some of you are just joining right now, so this is the box we are still looking at. Yeah, and do you notice that, yeah, we can actually derive so many information by just looking in one box alone? Yeah, so this is the power of QiMen destiny analysis. And the good thing is all of you already knew this, right? I see that, so all of you, your comment here is a very valid comment. Yeah, so all these point to the same thing. Yeah, the moment you see a disruptor and a harm door together. Yeah, and one more point to take note on, this is the East box, right? You notice, in the East box, disruptor is the strongest, and the harm door will be strongest. Do you notice that? If I put the disruptor and the harm door in the West, yeah, then it's a very different nature together. Yeah, those nature of disruptor and harm door will be weakened or suppressed. Yeah, so here is we're looking at the disruptor and the harm door in the full force. So when whatever character you're talking about, you're referring to disruptor or harm door, you're going to multiply by 10 times. Yeah, so this is what it means. Okay, so Alan has a question here. Strongest because is it a full-in? Yeah, this is you cannot say it's a full-in, it's the strongest because the term you might call it a full-in, but the reason why we say it's strong is because the disruptor and the harm door that lands back to their own palace. Yeah, this is very important. Yeah, because each the stars and the doors has their own home base. So whenever we in our home, we are the strongest. Yeah, if some of you like you love to play soccer or whatever sport tournament, yeah, the home team normally will get advantage, right? Because they're in their home, they perform the best because in their own arena, in their own environment, you know. So the chart you see here is all the stars and the doors falls back to the original home base palace. So they get all the support it could be. Yeah, because as some of you attended QiMen, I assume you read the workbook. Palm door is also the wood element, right? So is also the wood. So the moment the wood and the same element together, actually it's become very strong. Yeah, that's what it means. Okay, so let's see, anyone have? Okay, next one. So just now we're talking about career, right? So what if this person says that, right now maybe I should consider to start my own thing. So what would you advise then? Now, let's say this person, I tell you that now I decided to start my own business. Yeah, since you told me that my chart is good in starting one, now give me what type of things that are suitable for me to do in terms of business. Okay, now your turn to give an answer. Anyone want to try? Yeah, the question is, what type of business shall I start? Okay, so Carl's mentioned that live door. Carl, do you want to do you have a speaker so I can put you on your unmute your speaker so you can talk to everyone?
I'm in exhibition now. In exhibition, cannot talk.
Oh, you're in exhibition right now. Okay, okay. Wow, you're multitasking person. Okay, okay. All right. So thanks. This is the spirit that we're looking for, right? Even Carl is in the midst in the exhibition right now. Yeah, he still take time to participate, right? So I hope his passion on this encourage all of you here to participate at the same time. Yeah, okay. So the reply from Carl here is looks like a property business. Okay, so he suggested this person to go into property business. So who else? Thank you, Carl. Super passion. Yeah, I saw a message. Anyone? Hello? Are you guys awake? Yeah, you need to try, because this is a meeting, so I encourage you to give your comment. There are no right or wrong. You notice that we learn one point or another throughout the whole process. Yeah, this is how we should do it. All right, so from now, we get some response from Yiki. Yiki mentioned religious position. Okay. So they talk. Are you? Maybe we can put Yiki online right now. So yeah, Yiki. Okay, Yiki, you can speak to us now.
Actually, normally I will ask what the person prefer.
Okay, so let's say this person say that I'm just maybe he just graduated, and then he don't want to work for people. They want to start a business. Can you just guide me? So means that they're still fresh. They don't have any experience on any field whatsoever, and now he asking for some guidance from you. So what will you advise this person then?
Maybe financial, in the finance line. Because it's heaven there and pressure there.
Okay, so you are looking at the live door, right? So
Yeah.
for those of you who are listening, I think the way Yiki do the analysis, now she's shifting the reading to the live door because we are talking about business. I think all
because I look for
yeah,
they
it's
have
okay. I just want to clarify with them so everyone know what you are sharing, you know. Because some of
Okay,
them
thank you.
here are very new to this. So if we speak too fast, they don't know where we're heading to, right? So
Sorry.
Yiki talking about the live door. Yeah, as you see here, this is a live door. So whenever we're talking about business, you want to know more detail about the business capacity of this person, you look at the live door. Yeah, so just now what Yiki mentioned are the content that resides inside this live door. Okay, everyone? All right, so Yiki, you can continue.
So our baby will look for the ambassador and the heaven. These two.
Okay, all right. So these are the two information that you use for the analysis.
Okay,
Yes.
because it's about her wellness.
Okay, very good. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then if for the career, I will look for the open also. I will success because it's DE there. That's why I prefer finance like one.
Yeah, because right now, this person is asking about business, right? So
Yeah.
you're going to advise this person will be more on the
Finance.
finance, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So because there's an ambassador star there. Okay, very good. Yeah. So some of you here, you're still new here. The ambassador star represent money management, fund manager, you know. So something they do with finance. So they make a very good. Normally they are rich. Yeah, ambassador. That is a money star. It's again like a wealth star. If you study Pastor, ambassador also one of the wealth star that we would like to have. Okay, so thank you, Yiki. Yeah, so so your suggestion is you advise this person to pursue that path, right? On this area to look into that. Okay, so anyone else? So I noticed Raymond Hall. Yeah, Raymond Hall also mentioned there's property. Okay, maybe you put Raymond Hall online now. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Raymond. Good to
Hi,
hear
guys.
from you again.
I'm not very sure, but actually I look at the Destiny Palace, right? So they have the Wu element there, the hidden stem as well. So you look at the Wu, basically is good for, I refer the books, so it's good for property and financial and banking or bankers. So I guess that's the reason why I look at property.
Okay. All right. So you're looking at the destiny box to look at the capacity, what is given to this person. Yeah. So you're looking at affinity, right? So there's a word there. So Raymond, so if this person asks you further, yeah, property market is so wide. Yeah, just exploring different angle here. So we can learn at the same time. So what would you answer if you say that since the property market there are so many different roles? So what are roles specifically that you can recommend for this person in real estate industry?
In property, whether you can be a developer yourself, right, and the landlord, or you can be the agent, you know, the property agent. So he probably can run a real estate agent because I look at it, he counter out to the Harmony on the Southwest. So maybe the network, you know, is good and all this. And at the same time, he can also be the developer himself because I look at Wu. He has the capacity to raise money. And also at the Southwest, there's this not the grain star over there. So maybe he have asset. I don't know in his family, or he can get to the good asset. So all this indicate that he can be developer, he can be just a real estate agent, business. Yeah, that's my take. Yeah, but also a shortcut, I look at Bazi, his capacity, there's a G Earth, so.
No answer here. Sorry, Raymond.
Yeah.
So use and QiMen for now. Yeah, but it's a very good finding for you because you notice that there are certain, you look at other boxes as well. I discovered that you look at Southwest and other different boxes. So primarily, yeah, you're looking at the Wu Earth because Wu Earth for to you is something to do with real estate and all those things, or not, right? So okay, so in the destiny chart, the way we approach the stems, yeah, the stem will be much more on the character, yeah, and also affinity with certain things, yeah, and this is where we're going to look at the stem, yeah, how people think. So and the Wu Earth, whenever we're talking about property, yeah, just to share with everyone here, we're going to look more on the stars because stars govern the environment, yeah, the industry itself. That one would be represent more on the industry and the work that this person can do. So Wu Earth here normally we use to represent certain character of that person. Yeah, it's more on the characteristic. So if just now Raymond mentioned a very good point is about property developers. Yeah, so why this is something viable because the structure also represents something that is you're building something, yeah, you construct something, you're building something, so it's very aligned to a disruptor star here. And why you can become a property developers is a very good point as well just now because the chief star here, you know, chief star is something that you do something big, yeah. So this is not just building one house. This is you can have the potential to build, you know, a huge project. Yeah, this is a potential. Yeah, but whether they can get this or not, then it depends on the step that require for him to do, right. There's step 1, step 2, and step 3, and that one you can further help this person by analysis and analyze more detail on the chart. Yeah, which we have time can cover more on that. Yeah, but thanks Raymond for this. So I think mainly he's looking at the destiny chart. Yeah, the main thing here. Okay, so I noticed that other people commented as well here. So Quark is a distribution of products. So maybe I bring Quark online as well. Quark Chen. Okay, Quark Chen, good morning.
Morning.
Hi, so all right, thank you for your answer. So do you mind to elaborate further on your analysis? You mentioned distribution of products. So you encourage this person to start a distributor business.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the disruptor and harm door, he should be able to get the market share of whatever products he wants to distribute. Okay. So if, let's say for example, if you become a distributor for either Microsoft or Adobe in Malaysia, I think it's just a gold mine. We must be able to get the distributorship first. So if it's aggressive enough, I will look into this this sector of distribution of products, whether it's hardware, software, or other products that are being consumed by people. You know.
Okay.
To be able to, you know.
Yeah, very very good finding here. Yeah, because you're looking at a point from the aggressive side, grabbing market share, right? Because in the
just on the Destiny Palace only, that's all, you know.
Destiny Palace. All right, very good, very good. So, can I ask you? Let's say the client asks you what are product to distribute. What would you answer this client?
Well, we have to look at. I'm not sure about the answer yet, you know. I haven't looked at the other boxes yet.
Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, just for the sake of sharing here. Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah, so so if just to benefit everyone, if someone asks you this question, yeah, especially to you, yeah, thanks for your response to this. So I think you want to everyone here also to learn as well. So in the East sector also represents something you can do about, right? Because East also represents sports products, right? Athletes, sportswear. So you might be able to distribute sport equipments, you know, or something to do with peak performance of athletes, yeah, or even logistic kind of thing will be a good thing to consider as well. Yeah, all right, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Quark, for your analysis.
Welcome.
Yeah, so and do you realize that there are not only one path that someone can do, and because all of you here from different background, yeah, you can see the chart in a very different, unique way, and you still can. You actually one person you realize that they have different multiple paths they can choose. Yeah, so this will help all of you here realize that there are not only one path to all of us here. Yeah, there are multiple paths. As long the path that we are pursuing are aligned, yeah, to the certain keywords in our destiny box, then you can actually advise your client to do this. Right? So let me tell you, all of your answers that you gave just now, all is correct. Yeah, why is correct? Because it's aligned to the keywords that resides in the destiny box or in the life box. Yeah, so please thank you for call. And then also just now there are now Sing Chong, yeah, Ambassador Finance. Yes, correct. Yeah, so if you're looking at the life box here, ambassador also represents something to do with finance. Yeah, so finance. And if you want to add more detail to this, because finance there's a 9 heaven there. 9 heaven represent long term, so it will be something to do with our value investing will be a good one. Yeah, because this is not it will be set up a company that allows you to actually do some long term investment. Yeah, there's one way to read the chart as well. Okay, so now Sharon. Sharon, let me put you online right now. Hi,
Wait. Hey.
your baby.
Hi, Iverson. You have my baby.
Say hi to your baby.
Yes, Umbrella.
What is your
Okay.
baby?
Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you. So the way I'll look into this is where number one, apart from the life door palace, opposite the life door is the same element as well. One moment, darling. It's opposite. It's the same element of the earth element, which is the element earth palace southwest.
Yeah, Sharon,
And there, you cannot hear me.
The background.
Okay.
Noisy.
Yeah, it's a bit noisy. I think I'll maybe mute me and I will reply on her on her text. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Okay, so Sharon going to type on there. So while waiting for Sharon typing on the dialog box, so who want to answer this? Any other person? Okay, so while waiting for Sharon typing here, so let's look at the box again, right? So I think all of you here already roughly know what type of nature this person is suitable to do. And if you look at the light box, yeah, so now let's do a more deeper analysis here. We're going to look at the light box right now. So a lot of you, I noticed just now, also analyze the light box, because light box govern our business. They govern where the profit. So every time if someone asks you a question that profit related or business related, the light door will be able to give you more detail to think here. Right, and if you notice the box, I noticed a lot of people mention their property related business. Yeah, this is something that is a very good observation, because if you look at the live door, yeah, the live door represent in the northeast is the earth element, right? Earth element also something to also related to property businesses, healing. For example, I think Nikki also mentioned healing as well. So those are the type of businesses that this person can do. Yeah. So and then Sharon. Okay, so capacity is good. Yeah, there's about the southwest sector, right? You mentioned about, yes. If you look at the Sharon message right now, she mentioned live door is a earth palace, and southwest also earth palace, potential capacity in southwest goodies too. That is what you. Okay. So what I think what Sharon meant here is he also read the live door, because the live door is the earth palace, and then that's how she derived the conclusion there. And then the next one from Shirley. Shirley is a 7-star. So 7-star means that is the harmony, meaning is a partnership. Okay, so it's a very good finding. Yeah. So now this team here are getting a little bit expert here, so they're going to move to another box. Yeah, which they're going to look into further to the southwest box as well. Yeah, and then some of you might curious why we should look in the southwest box, right? Because it's nothing to do with you, right? But let me explain why. Yeah, because Life Door is a business, is a earth palace, right? Is a earth element, and Southwest also a earth element. So these two are related, right? So they give you a more complete picture or more options for you to do. Because if you do something about Northeast, it will affect the Southwest as well because they are interrelated. Okay, so now I hope everyone follow with me so far. Because the live door is in northeast is Earth and southwest is also Earth. So these two things you can do the reading for the southwest as well, as if like we're looking in the live door, because these two are interconnected. Yeah, so if you look at the southwest sector, do you notice that there's a depth and grain here, right? Depth door represent land, right? Represent land. So by having a harmony and grain also earth star, by having these three together, don't you think this person can be a good land negotiator? Yeah. So instead, because selling property business, they are huge, right? So for this person, maybe you can suggest this person, yeah, just focus more on land deals will be better. Yeah, why is better? And I think Shirley also mentioned here that there is a 7-star, right? 7-star represents something huge. Yeah, something the intensity is high. Yeah, so it could be a very big piece of land. You know, you can make a deal just like this. Yeah, it's something. So this is something that very good for this person, because being a disruptor star, they are impatient. Yeah, they are not enough with like a small daily quantity sales. They want a lump sum. Yeah, they want territory. So this grain and depth kind of job actually are related to is very actually aligned to their nature. Yeah, because this is because getting a land deal is not what you do every single day, right? It's once in a while. Suddenly there's an opportunity, and then you fight for it, you grab it. So land are related deals is something that is good for him. Okay. All right. So Alan, Alan, you did ask a question. Do you think he need a partner, as in he's a CEO, partner, COO? Okay. So if you're talking about partner question, because partner will be is a question whenever we need to look at the timing of the whole business itself, right? Because sometimes when we start something, yeah, we might need certain help from certain type of people. Then that's the time that you might need to look for the right person to actually fulfill to this need. So for this kind of chart, since he's a disruptor, so he will need someone, a partner that is not so opinionated. Yeah, someone that able just to take instruction really well without asking will be someone work really well for him. Because the way I see everyone chart, yeah, especially someone asks if I need a partner or not. Yeah, of course, most of the time, yeah, the chart is we need someone else, yeah, to help us to get to a greater level, because we cannot do everything ourselves. Yeah, so the next question we need to look at is what type of partner are suitable for them. Yeah, this is very important. And normally, we would like to fix for the partner that are very have a different kind of strength, so they can balance each other out. Depends on the goal that they want to achieve. So for this person here, since he's a disruptor, he want to go out and attack. So the another person that need to do is to follow up on the daily operations, yeah, daily management and the resource management as well. Yeah, these are partner are actually suitable for this person. Okay, so I think we just go through the question number one, right? So what is the okay, so question number two is there any health concern for this person? Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, now we shift totally. Yeah, just now we already addressed what this person can do in terms of their career and also the business. So how about health? Which palace we like to look at? Anyone? All right, so Carl say it's the grain. Yes, Xinchong. All right, so let's focus on the grain. Grain for beginner here. So whenever we want to assess our health, there are two ways for us to assess. One is through the forecasting chart, and one is through the destiny chart. So what is the difference there? If you do the forecasting chart, will be more on the current sickness or certain thing that they are not feeling well right now. They want to know what is happening. Then we can use the forecasting chart. But if you want to know genetically the weakness, then that we're going to use the destiny chart. What do I mean weakness in terms of genetics? Which means the moment you are born, all of us here we have weakness on certain part of our body, you know. So it's pre-born. Yeah, like if you learn puzzle, we know what type of element is weak, right? So the QiMen chart will give you indication which area is weak. Even the moment you are born, yeah, there are certain organs that are weaker. Sorry. Hold on, I think Risho are helping me to. Give us few seconds here. Okay, so so these are the. How do we know? What does it mean that the organ is weak? Yeah. Hold on. Okay. They are adjusting the screen, so it's easier for you to view the slide. Okay. All right. So now I want to share with you what do I mean genetic weaknesses? So it's like this. So all of us here are pre-born with certain weak organ in our body. So it's just like the moment, the rationale works like this. The moment, for example, a virus attack your body, where do you think the virus will attack first? Among all the organs in your body, of course, they're going to attack the weakest link first. Yeah, that's why we would like to know which one is the weakest link in our body. Yeah, this is very, very important. So if you look in the chart right now, you look at the chart right now. So now we know the green represent potential health issue. What can you tell? What would you advise this client to take note of in terms of health aspect? Okay, so I think Yiki mentioned, Raymond Hall mentioned liver. Yiki mentioned there's a hidden vein. So let me unmute Yiki first. So after that, there'll be Raymond. So Rachel, can you help me unmute? Okay, Yiki, you can speak now.
Later. Wait for Raymond. I'm doing something. Sorry.
You're doing something. Okay, Raymond. Raymond.
Hello.
Hi, Raymond.
So, okay. So I look at the Southwest is also, there is a health, right, property and relationship. So health with the grain, and then, yeah, Geng and Yi. Yi basically, if you look at the book, is liver and neck, you know. So I think, yeah, the weakest link could be the liver. I mean, look at his character, Chong, calm, you know, this kind of character naturally, they also hurt his health in this aspect.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Raymond. Yeah, I think let me just share with you what did Raymond mention just now. He arrived analysis from the Southwest box, and then the reason he mentioned liver is because the yeast wood here. Yeah? So if you study the stems, the stem will give you certain indication of which organ that you should pay attention to. Yeah, so in this case here, it's very clear here. The yeast would represent liver, it represents the nerves, You also represent the neck as well. So these are the few areas that you need to take note on. Yeah, so this is one point. It's very good. Yeah. So and then the very easy. Whenever you look at the weakest organ area, you look at the grain, and then the stem will tell you which area to look for. So you would represent the liver, all those things. How about the gun? Yeah, you notice that the chart here, there's also a gun here, right? This also asks us additional information for us to look into as well. Yeah, so if you want to know the answer is you want to know what type of organ that related to gun as well. So this is also additional information we can give our client as well. So everyone here, you know what is the organ that related to gun metal? Yeah, okay, Sing Chong question here is top or bottom. Yeah, we look at both because in the chart here, both also is the same element, right? Gun on top, bottom also gun. So just now liver is one. What else? What is gun related to? Okay, so Adeline, let's put Adeline online. Yeah, it's easy to do online, right? So, yeah, hold on. Okay, I think I cannot unmute you now, mind because Adeline here already mentioned that term is the lung. All right, okay, so you can advise this person to take care on the lung because it's a little bit big, right? So a very good point to notice. And then gung also represent the breast. So if you are speaking to a lady or even man, right? So one of the areas that you need to take note on is it could be something that related to the breast as well. Yeah. So second point. How about the third one? The third one that let's say you want to know if some client asks you what any additional area you need to take note on, you can look into the southwest box X itself. Right? Because southwest box is the Kunwa, right? It's a Kunwa is also an earth element. So it's also something related to the stomach. Yeah. So let me repeat again. There are three things. So one is the liver, one is the lung, and then the third one the stomach. Yeah, so these are the three areas that this person might need to take note into. Yeah, so that's all. Yeah, these three information is good enough for this person. Yeah, to make preventive measure to address their health concern. Okay. All right. Any other additional thing you want to add on top of this? Okay. So since there are no question, so this is a homework that we're going to do. Yeah. We're going to do analysis like this, and then now we're going to move on to something a little bit different right now. Because the homework is easy because we give you time to prepare, right? So you can do something. So I want to give you the experience of reading the chart live, real time. So right now, we're going to stop for a break later on, 5 minutes from now. But before that, I want to show you a chart right now. The break will be around how long the break is?
Exercise.
Now I'm going to give them a chart for you to read, and then after that we're going to go to a break for 30 minutes. Okay, so let me show you a chart. This is a chart you need to drop it down before the A. I give you a destiny chart. Today we try to focus more on destiny. Tomorrow we're going to do forecasting. Okay, now the team is going to pull up the slide on the screen right now. Okay, while my team are pulling okay, this is the screen. Can everyone see the chart right now? Okay, very good. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is after the break, yeah, we're going to analyze this chart. Yeah. So, but let me give you a more specific. So this chart here, we are not going to analyze the health. We are not going to analyze the relationship. Yeah, we would like to look at one part, the wealth capacity. Yeah, this is how we do it. And most of the time, people come to us. Yeah, they want to know how to become a millionaire or billionaire, right? Or want to become financially free. So this is a chart that you're going to study, and we're going to give your opinion and analysis how to identify the wealth capacity or what type of field that this person will excel in to achieve financial freedom. Yeah. So these are your exercise for you during the break time. Okay, so there are two things you're going to do in the break time. First of all, you look in this chart and then do your analysis from the wealth aspect. And then the second part, you need to drop down all the key takeaways you learned from the session till now. Yeah, remember I asked you to drop down those things. Yeah, so we're going to share with the team after the break. Yeah, so there are two things. First thing, you're going to analyze this chart from wealth perspective. And then the second one, you need to also drop down all the key takeaways that you found useful from the learning just now. And then we're going to share with the member as well. So right now, the time here is around 10 a.m. GMT 8 right now. So we're going to stop for a break for 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes time. And then we shall resume this meeting at 10:30. So I would like to see all of you then and make sure, do the exercise. So right now, you can take photos of this chart here. Yeah, I think I'm not sure whether you can download this. You can just screenshot this QiMen chart. And by the way, this is not a forecasting chart. Yeah, this is a destiny chart. Yeah, so you're going to do exercise during this break. All right, so we're going to stop the break right now. We're going to start the break right now. I'm going to resume back at 10:30 a.m. Okay, so I see you in 30 minutes time. Hi everyone. Welcome back after our 30 minutes break. So, I saw some of you are driving. Wow, very passionate. Yeah, just be a bit careful. Yeah, while driving. So, that's a spirit of learning. Now this is our second session here. For those who are still just joining right now, this is a live meeting that we started since 8 a.m. today. Yeah, and now is the second session of today. All right, there'll be a lot of exciting activities and exercise going on as you are. Before the break, I did introduce you a chart, right? So I hope that you did some of your homework as well. Yeah, for that part. Yeah, so some of you are just joining. This is a live meeting session for our club member. So as we did the actual meeting where in the venue that we did is like few months ago. Yeah, we also go through a lot of chart. Yeah, so in this meeting, we have an online session like right now. We also have the live meeting as well. So we did our first live meeting, I think, a few months ago. And as some of you here been in the meeting, and then some of you are new joiners. So for those of you are new joiner, in the previous meeting, we do discuss a lot of cases as well. Yeah. So and then we would also like to track the progress, what we have done, because during the meeting we discuss about problems, a lot of challenges, or certain situation that we want to find solutions. So during that live meeting a few months ago, yeah, we do propose certain solutions based on the member feedback as well. And now we would like to track the progress as well. So now, yeah, I know that some of you already did the homework for the previous chart. That one we're going to do it after for the third session later on. But for now, we're going to do some very special activities right now. We're going to follow up with the progress of one of our member, yeah, our QiMen Club member. So that's why we have a privilege to invite our member. Yeah, it's our honor to have her to be here today. Her name is June. Is a principal of a kindergarten. I think some of you knew who she is, and she's going to share with you the progress that she makes since the meeting. Yeah, because in the meeting she did present her cases, her situation, which in fact about certain challenges in her business. And now we have to follow up what is the progress and how did she use QiMen to solve those issues until now, right? Because most of the time we are not just interested in giving solution. We need to measure as well. So we learn along the way what you should do more, what you should do less, right? And that's how we learn do it, and visual is normal, right? Okay, so now, without further delay, I would like to invite our special guest, June, on screen right now, so she can share with you how she used QiMen, and what is her progress on her business after the live meeting. All right, so welcome, June, on screen right now. Yes, it's June, right? All right.
Hi.
So,
Hello, good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you are. You will be somewhere, another part of the world. Some of you have already seen me during the QiMen Club meeting. That was 1st of March this year. And it's just about 2 months ago that we had this meeting. And actually, I see a lot of changes after having this meeting. And the most important thing that we have to take actions on what has been advised. And actually, I see a lot of improvement now with my business situation.
June, why don't you share with all of them? What do you do on your business?
Yeah, I'm actually a principal of a kindergarten, and actually I started this kindergarten business way back in 2009. When I joined this club, I begin to actually discover I am having good problems that I have good business, but I don't have enough resources to manage the business. Therefore, during the club meeting, actually, a lot of advices has been given. And when I take action on it, it's actually that for this short period of 2 months, it's like there's so many things happening to me that it's like no time for me to rest at all. And I actually enjoy the pace that we are going now.
So definitely, June's seen a lot of improvement after the live meeting.
Yes.
So for some of you just didn't attend the live meeting, there will be another live meeting in June, the mid of June, right? So during the past live meeting, June did presented a case, right? There are certain challenges on your business, and during that time, all the members there help you, give you advice how do you solve it through the QiMen forecasting chart. Yeah, we did plot the chart that time, and now maybe you can update us what is the current situation that time, and what is the progress has been made since that meeting itself.
All right.
Okay, so June.
Okay. During that QiMen meeting, actually we come up with 5 ideas that whether is the feng shui supporting my business or not. And in the chart at that time that we forecasted that the feng shui is actually supporting me, but the unknown factor is whether the nobleman place has been activated or not. So what I did was immediately after the QiMen session, I got one of the JY team to come to assess my kindergarten. And she already did the assessment and give some advices. And actually, I moved some of the sectors of the areas, and I begin to see very immediate effect. Within the next few days, new inquiries keep coming in. And surprisingly, that at that time it's just the beginning of her term, but parents already decided they want to switch to my school. And of course, they have their reasons for switching. But I find this is actually a good turning point for me too, that new business is coming in, even though beginning of the term, everything has been settled down. Especially, education, most of the time that business already settled down for the first quarter. But we don't see much of a changes. But to me, I still see a lot of activities happening to me now. New inquiries coming in. Parents wanted to switch from another school to my school, giving lots of reasons. And I find it, right now I'm going through a little bit of budgeting, hurting officer. I find quite convincing, when I talk to the parents, they're very, they like my influence, that they're making the right decision to come into my center. Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the reasons we respect June is because she didn't do all this for money, So she's doing all this is to helping the children to have a better future. And during the last meeting, I think one of the things that we identified through the forecasting chart is the feng shui part, right?
Yes.
So for some of you, it's still looking feng shui governs opportunity in life, Sometimes we are so good at what we do, but it just happened that when another breakthrough, we need to meet certain right people to help us to drive the whole thing. So I think what June shared with all of us just now is about they identified there's certain issues with the feng shui through the QiMen forecasting chart. And then June did the right thing. He immediately engaged, do a feng shui audit on it, and then you make certain adjustment to it, right? And then you see the changes happen like 2 weeks time.
Yeah,
after that?
within the 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, new inquiries coming in. Yeah.
Okay, so it's very good. So I think in the achievement chart, we can identify, what is the thing that actually stopping the business. Yeah, this is a very important point that June pointed out just now. It's not something, not all the time it's not something we can see, but something we can't see. So the achievement forecasting that help in that aspect. All right. So what is the next thing that you do, June?
Yeah, and also one of the things that we identified, the problem that I had at the time is whether the destiny path is supporting my business or not. And I was lucky also that, the destiny path is exactly what I'm doing now, which again, it enhanced me and I have more confidence knowing what is in it for me now that I have to take action on, that I become more aggressive in taking the actions, you know. And also whether at that time, the happy problem that I encountered at the time is getting more resources to handle my children. Because as I have more business coming in, it's very important for me to get the right teachers. Even though, yes, we always look for the high qualified teachers, but most importantly, they must have the heart to teach our young children. You know, they may be very highly qualified, but they don't have the heart to teach. It's not a very good idea to become the educator for life, especially young children. So at that time, I actually encountered a lot of problems when I wanted to get new staff. And during the QiMen Club meeting, they actually was asking, whether am I looking at the right pool of people or not. And actually, it actually hit me that, what I've been doing now is actually very tiring. And I couldn't get the right result. I may be getting some result, but it's not a very long-lasting kind of result. So again, I went back to change some of my strategy of hiring people. And one of the idea it was given is that I should buy over some other business, some other dying business. Then I take over the resources. And after the feng shui, I already activated some changes. Yes, there are opportunities for me to take over a deaf business, somebody's deaf business, but it's just due to the logistic problem. The deal didn't come through. But then things happen for me again, whereby the new people who are joining me are actually coming from a deaf business, because one is because the company is shutting down, and one is actually from my competitors' kindergarten, which is a very reputable franchise company. But surprisingly, they are just opposite my kindergarten, and they have to shut down. Simply, they don't have enough students to sustain the business. But I'm doing very well with my business, and we are just right opposite of each other. And they're shutting down, and I managed to get the resources of those teachers joining me now. So I'm very happy. And it's just happened within these 2 short months. And
very good.
And you see, at that time, I also have, learned to meditate that, to manifest that every time we may encounter some problems, but it's always good to train our mind to keep looking for answers. Keep looking and keep manifest for good things to happen. Keep asking for it, show me the path that how to get these answers. And things really happen to me that it comes in this form, to help me to go through this path. And one of the things that at the time I shared was, I hope to get these teachers to join me before I go for the China trip. And right enough, I had these 2 teachers already join me this last week. And contract, everything is all signed. And actually all fall into place according to the time frame that I asked for, which is before the China trip.
What do you do to achieve that?
One thing is to manifest, and a lot of time is also like looking at, I plot a lot of achievement chart, trying to find the right place, always talk to the deities, show me this.
This thing, that what Jun's saying, she's using the deities to manifest, to attracting certain outcome that she desires. So do you mind to share with everyone here which deities are you using and what type of outcome they will get indirectly from that?
All right. One thing is, of course, my deity is in my destiny is actually moon, and actually I'm a 7-star moon. So a lot of intelligence thing, whereby at the same time I also used a lot of heaven to give me the visions what I wanted to achieve. Because it's very important that you must envision yourself in that position to get what you want. Because a lot of time we are not sure what we want, therefore, you're not very committed of what you are asking for. So when I envision that this is what I wanted to achieve, I can actually see myself there and things really fall into place.
Wow, that's very cool. Yeah, so June is using the ninth heaven as one of the deities that she's going to manifest using that, because ninth heaven gives clarity. Right? Because if the moment you feel inspired, then you're willing to, you don't require any willpower to do anything, right? It's just like you get pulled to doing it. So some of you might think that clarity is the thing that preventing you to moving forward. I think using the technique that June is using the ninth heaven is a very good deities for that purpose. Yeah. So once I think first thing that you did for the adjustment is using feng shui. Because the QiMen chart says something, right? And then the second part, also from the QiMen forecasting, so tell you where to look for to solve the problem, right? So it does indicate you to buy a existing dying business, and from that you can get the right pool of people, right? And before that, before you get the forecasting chart, how do you look for people differently?
In actual fact, I just go into those colleges. Just to tell them I'm hiring teachers. But yet, these are the colleges who train and create a lot of educators in the world. But I don't get resources from here. Because during the discussion, actually, they highlighted that I was looking at the wrong place. And therefore, I was very exhausted. But now, because with all these feng shui changes, it takes just a little bit more effort. But I see the results is really tremendous.
Oh, very good. Yeah, so I think you do one thing, you do the feng shui adjustment, and then the forecaster will also share with you which direction to look for the help, right? So sometimes the shift might not be like 360-degree shift. Maybe just a little bit, right? The tweak of the direction, and then you move to a different spectrum already. Yeah, so I think it's a very good sharing from June. So, anything that you apply, QiMen, besides using the deities and then feng shui, what else are you use QiMen at your daily life for your business or for your personal life?
For my personal life, you see, I noticed that beginning before I knew much about QiMen, I was always afraid of all this harm door and death door. But as I know much more about the death door, it's actually the death door is helping me to do all this turning point for me. Therefore, I find it, and the turning point is also because right now I'm going through my destiny now. It's exactly what I'm doing now, and I have to have to share and solve many more people's problem, and therefore in that respect, what I get in return will be all the business coming to me. Because for me, when I share with genuinely wanted to help them, somehow when they resolve something, people will come back and they have more trust in me, and they begin to refer more people to me. So that's how it works for me now. And also, after going through the club meetings, actually, when we look at the first glance of the QiMen chart, sometimes you may think the chart is a bit negative. But if you further studies, then they actually try to bring you to focus on another area. It may be a longer time for you to achieve, but ultimately you still achieve the result that you want. So maybe because of timing, or maybe because at that time it's not your luck yet. You have not achieved to that, but never give up. Because really, when I say all the answers are there, it doesn't matter when you can get it and whether you take action on them.
Oh, very good. Yeah. So in a forecasting chart, but I think June do a lot of forecast chart, right? To tell you something. So what just now June make a very good point that even the chart looks seemingly negative, but actually there contains a lot of seeds that certain action can be taken to hold the change you're holding. Because when we read a forecasting chart, there are two aspects of it. One is a luck component, and then one is an actionable item. But a lot of people, the moment they look at the luck aspect of the chart and they discover it's not so good, they automatically computed that the chart is a bad chart, right? But rarely people actually focusing on the actionable item in the forecasting chart. You have to do something which you need. You focus a lot on what you can do, right? And by step doing that, and then you actually saw a very huge progress if you're looking back like 2 months ago compared to now. Right. So any advice you want to share with all the members how do you use QiMen to enhance or enrich your own life, also to others and important people in your life as well?
Yeah. And when I was in this club, I really wanted to thank all of you because of all of you, what we share here, it begins to enhance more in myself. And I always believe, yes, sharing is caring, and it helps really, you know. Thank you guys. Thank you all of you here for helping me too. And especially the group discussion also helps me in making some decision. Now, there may be some chart says it's a no-go for me, but sometimes situations just have to force you to take action on it. I just have to take on because there are not many choices at this time. It's the next choice or the next choice. But sometimes at there and then, you know that it's not a good one, but you still have to take the plunge. Because I just feel there must be, if you don't take action, nothing will happen. If you take action, I still feel there's still maybe another 50% chance I can survive on this, you know. So that's why I have to take the risk. Because if I just feel sometimes you don't take the no answer just for the no and stop there. No, you just have to make a decision. If I go for it, I still have 50% chance of achieving something. It may not be 100% as what I wish for, but at least some result comes back to me. It may take some effort and maybe tiring, but hey, you know, so long we do something, I think things will come back to us in many forms.
Wow, that's a very good advice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time we plot the chart, right? Not all we expect to have a perfect chart, and most of the time we didn't, right? But what you do, you just use it, and you look at the good side of the chart, and then you still proceed, and then correct the thing along the way. Right. So it's a very good advice. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Really, guys, you know, don't just give up just because of when the things is really very dull and very boring. I just believe, just take action on it, work on it. Slowly, the things will fall into place, and all the puzzles will come together.
Wow. That's such an inspiration. I think the kids that you're training right now is a blessing to have you as a principal as well.
Yeah.
It's a very noble work that you do. So respect June a lot. So before we move on to the next session, any last piece of advice, June, you want to share with everyone here? Because some of them here, they are still new to QiMen, right? So any advice for them, and how do you address those certain, like sometimes they feel certain, they don't understand certain components, or how do you, small step, can use QiMen to enhance life? What is your tactic or your flavor of using QiMen?
Now, whenever I have some negative thoughts and I don't feel good, first thing is I always talk to my deities, my moon.
Oh, okay.
I always ask for moon for empowerment, you know, to give me the knowledge and the path to just go into the positive mind. And from on, just to calm myself down, and slowly, you know, I will begin to find answers here and there. Begin with your own deities. You know who is your deities in your destiny chart. Just go for that deities first. Big friends with them, be very comfortable with them. Sometimes, yes, Dato says, yeah, you try to sit with your back facing your deities and all. But sometimes when I was driving, there's no way I can know where is my directions, right? So I just say, hey, Moon, give me this. And, you know, I'm not feeling very well now. Give me the path, show me the way, or whatever good happenings that can happen to me. Lift up right now, you know. So I just keep talking to yourself to give you the positive chi, you know, to overcome it. Yeah, every day we have different kinds of problems, you know. We deal with teachers, we deal with children, you know, and deal with different kinds of parents. But I always feel, okay, all right, Moon, give me the willpower and you know, to give a clear and good instruction to my teacher so that I can communicate very effectively with the children and with the parents. And all things just fall into place. Because when I always feel, when you always share with your heart, somehow the universe will hear you, will give you all the support.
Yes, agree totally.
Yeah.
Thank you, June, for sharing. You're very inspirational.
Thank you.
So I feel my energy level suddenly uplifted. Just because there are a lot of good advice along the way, picking along the way. And by the way, we're going to have a live meeting of QiMen Club as well, right? In June, right? Yeah. So we're going to see each other, in live as a person. So feel free to talk to June. She have more interesting story to share with you, and also she's going to update again on the progress that you are making right now. On that in the live meeting in the middle of June.
And
Yes.
in particular over here, I really want to thank all you guys who actually chip in with the conversation or even sharing during our club chats and all. It's really very helpful. Whenever you need some advice, just chat with them. They will give you some information. You will tap on some of those and you take action on it. Remember, you have to take action. If you don't, everything will go back to what you have never achieved.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't need to know everything to take action, right?
Right,
So the
yeah.
only certain piece of one little tiny information, if we act
Right.
upon it,
Right.
can change our course of destiny.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's a very good advice.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jun, for coming here today.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mr.
so
Jeremy.
yeah, so I'm going to so now we're going to move on to the exercise that we're doing. Yeah, so June will be still here. Yeah, logging in. So if any question, you still can ask her. All right. So thank you, June.
Thank you.
Thank you, June, for
Emerson.
coming today.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Okay. So, like right now, yeah, we're going to go back to the exercise. Yeah, that we are doing. The destiny chart. Yeah. So let me clarify the chart. Let me just bring back the chart again. Yeah, to on the screen right now. Yeah. So that one is a destiny chart. So remember our exercise just now. Yeah, we're going to ask you to look at the wealth aspect of this person. Yeah, so see that maybe if you can provide what is the talent or how can he actually accumulate wealth, or whether this person is poor or rich. So all these things are related to wealth capacity. Yeah, so today we will talk a lot till 1 p.m. We'll talk a lot about destiny. Yeah, and tomorrow we're going to do forecasting. So tomorrow I might include also a bonus topic like Warcraft. Some of you haven't learned Warcraft before, right? So tomorrow, since it's about forecasting Warcraft, we're going to do it tomorrow. So today we're going to do a lot about destiny analysis. So okay, so the chart already on the screen right now. So let's take a look. So anyone want to start this analysis? Yeah, as you can see the chart already on the screen right now. Yeah, so let me give you, let me just guide you through this. So whenever you read someone's chart, right? So there are the most important pillars, as I mentioned earlier, would be on the destiny pillars. Yeah, for this person in this case here is in the northeast, right? So here we'll tell you something about this person, capacity and all those things. Yeah, and then the second part you might need to look into is also the wealth palaces, since we are talking about the ability to generate income or profit or how wealthy someone is. So we need to look at these two particular boxes. Okay, so anyone want to participate to give some analysis on this chart? And again, no right or wrong, So the purpose of doing this exercise is for you to try to analyze, to read the chart. Yeah, otherwise you forget it, Yeah, I remember everyone here. Yeah, I remember those person who are very active. Yeah, and there are some here now. It's not warm up yet. Yeah, but I think by now, you should be. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, to share your opinion as well. So you can share the moment you're ready to talk. You just click the raise your hand signal. Then my colleague will help you to unmute you so you can speak to every one of us here. So anyone want to give a shot on this analysis? Carl. Okay. Hi, Carl.
Hi, can you hear
Hi.
me? Can you hear me,
Yes, I can hear you clearly, Carl. So you're still at the exhibition center?
Still at exhibition, and it's tea break now, so I can talk a bit.
Okay, nice to have you here. All right, so Carl, what can you tell from the chart?
Okay, basically, if you look at his destiny palace, he is a 2-star chief with pillar and delusion. So the first thing is, as long as you have chief, you can achieve whatever you desire, because you got the power to do so. The other thing is, of course, if you look at the pillar and delusion, he's somebody who likes to study, he likes knowledge. And pillar also, he's somebody who likes to talk. Means he likes to study and share what he studied.
Okay, very good.
This is what I see in terms of the Destiny Palace. Okay. And if we look at the wealth capacity, I actually look at two palaces because I need to see a life door, which is of course a wealth, obviously, but also open door because I need to see whether he's more suitable to do business or more suitable to be in a career. So if we were to look into that, the first thing in terms of elemental relationship, the open door shares the same earth palace, same element as him. Northeast is earth palace and open door is southwest palace. All right. While the life door is producing relationship, so northeast is earth producing out to the metal in the northwest palace. So if I were to conclude, the person may get more wealth if he stay in career rather than do business.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Carl.
This is,
for the sharing.
okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so Carl is busy, but we still appreciate you able to actually participate on this. So conclusion from Carl is he think that this person will be much better off. Yeah, working for the other people because the open door is the same element with the self. All right. So thanks, Carl, for this. Any other person want to try? Anyone? Hello, anyone? If you're not trying, I'm gonna randomly select you. How about this one? Cannot unmute. I noticed a lot of you don't have microphone, is it? Ong Ka Chong. How about Ong Ka Chong?
Ong Ka Chong in toilet.
Hi, Ka Chong. No. How about the rest? What can you see from the chart? What is the special, unique thing you can see from the chart or not? Okay, Ka Chong. All right. No one else can use the same excuses anymore. Yeah, only Ka Chong can use this, right? So how about the others? Yeah, you can try. Well, first of all, you look in the chart. Yeah, so if any time when we are stuck when within the chart, we need to remember our purpose of this reading. We try to limit in terms of wealth topic, right? So wealth happen the moment someone become better, where they can offer value, right? So one of the first thing that we want to look for wealth assessment is whether that person have the seeds to become great or not. Yeah, this is the one part we need to see because if whenever we're talking about wealth, yeah, there are very, very important thing to take note on. Wealth always follow where the value is. Yeah, so if you are valuable, wealth will follow you. Yeah, it will flows to you. Yeah, regardless whether you like it or not. Right. So I would say that whenever we do a wealth assessment in a destiny chart, one of the important components for us to look for is the destiny palace. Yeah. So if you look at the destiny palace right now, so is there any good thing you can see from the chart? Yeah, I think first thing that we like to have is, do you see that there's a chief star there? Right, chief star, is it a good star? Yes, right. So it's a star that, like Carl say, is the moment you decided to do something, yeah, you want something, the chances of you getting it is very good. And then chief star also represent leadership. Yeah, so it's a one good point to notice on. And if you notice on the delusion door, right? Delusion door is something, is it someone that work behind the scene or on the front liner better? Hello. Okay, so Yiki, Yiki say that it's behind. Yes, yeah, delusion door is a closed door, right? So closed door means that behind the scene, like a freelancer or a person behind controlling the company, yeah, in a home-based thing, you know. So these are the kind of person. And then pillar. Yeah, pillar is a star of, is also a star of talking. Yeah, it's also, and this star here also represent their, because pillar, the moment that they like to do something that is totally different from other people. Yeah, so they want something unique. Yeah, so this is few things we can derive from the character. Okay, then now I think that one thing here, since we're going to assess the wealth element, now we understood roughly what is that person is. Then where is the life door is? The life door is in northwest, right? So in the northwest, what you can see. Now I'm going to leave it to you. I already start off the generic reading. That's just a warm thing up here. So now it's your turn for you to look at the wealth capacity of this person. Now I already give you. Yeah, look at the life door. Yeah, what you can tell from the life door. Well, you can look at the life door now. Yeah, if someone say that you want to make money, where's the money coming from? Okay, so let me Yiki want to say something, so let me bring you online. Hi Yiki. Yes, tell me your analysis.
Okay, I noticed the career. Sorry, wait. I turn back the chart first. Okay, I noticed Northwest have hero and moon. So I will look for moon is more to branding, artist, or like brand own self, because it's hero day. More this person to branding own self. He will more famous. Then the career, the wealth is more how to say I also don't know how to means more famous lah for himself in his career lah. He's by because it's a hero day and the moon day is prefer branding by own self. Who will branding more prefer for this person?
Okay, so what do you think? What is the wealth capacity of this person?
You mean the wealth?
Yeah, the wealth capacity.
Capacity.
Can he make a lot of money or not?
A lot.
How do you know?
Is it the keng? Is it the keng with the qian together?
No, I'm not saying he's making a lot of money. Actually, I'm asking whether this person is it someone we're looking at can make a lot of money, or just average, or is someone that is struggling with money all his life.
Oh, okay. This further actually, he will more than he will more than like to the money will be go to entertainment, luxury brand, and always go to like to shopping. If got money, also like to go social gathering, can buy a luxury branding things for himself.
So
my answer is can get money.
Can make a lot.
Okay. Can make a lot.
Why can make a lot of money?
Because wait
Yeah, mine is okay. Thanks for trying. Yeah, there are no right or wrong. Yeah, I just need to know. I just need to know how you think. You know, it's nothing wrong.
I don't. Okay, because actually, I just noticed that the in the life door in the Qian Gua. That's why, and the Keng also in the life door. So the life door is the change is become I will think is money, so it's become a more money.
More
I
what?
don't know I correct or not because it's in the 乾卦.
Oh, Chen Gua is Chen Gua is something to do with leadership, all right? So but now we are focusing on the life door, right? The money part. So how do you know that this person can make more money? Thanks for trying. Yeah, because Chen Gua, some of you are still don't know what is Chen Gua is. Chen Gua is actually a sector that governed by the northwest sector. Yeah, you see where's the northwest, where the life door is. This sector also represents a trigram. Yeah, this sector. So Chen is the trigram that represented by northwest sector. So whenever we look at characteristic or attributes of the nature of the palace, we can look into the Chen Gua as well. So Chen Gua represent like leadership, leadership, the kind of thing, and then it could be a managerial position or corporate position, or even a leader of a field. So these are things. So I think he tried to relate these two together to somehow show that the money is the quality is quite a lot, right? Because it's kind of like a leader of the field.
Yes, thank you, Yo. Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, anyone can try beside Iki. Yeah, I appreciate Iki. Yeah, you are very supportive. Yeah, having you here, yeah, makes the thing goes interesting. So the second one is Yi Ling. So do you have anything to say, Yi Ling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Yi Ling.
Yeah,
Good
actually,
morning.
hi. Actually, I prepared. I think somehow Rachel sent me a different chart, so it's a bit different. So now, I say spontaneously looking
Okay, very good. Even better.
Spontaneously looking at this, I think for his career, if he continues to work for other people, is actually the same. He will feel affinity with his career. But if he's chasing for wealth, it is not something that he likes to do. But the job that he has to do, I think Yiki was saying, branding, or it could be something that is behind the scene. But I don't know how to link the hero and the moon, because hero means that he has to step up and or can we say that he has to actually brand himself more. Let's say maybe he goes into artist field, maybe become somebody who's very famous. He must, just like Dato, he has to sell his name. He has to make himself famous. Then only his wealth capacity will enhance. Geng is he's got unlimited energy in pursuing his wealth pursuits. I'm not sure whether that's correct.
Okay, so why you refer Geng as energy?
Sorry?
Why, any reason you want to associate the Geng matter with energy?
Geng, because it's something that you have unlimited energy, or that is tiger, right? Okay, sorry. Loyal, yeah. Somebody who's loyal. I think Geng is somebody who will actually render his loyalty.
Okay, so how does the loyalty able to translate into wealth?
Loyalty translate into wealth.
Oh, it's okay. The reason I ask you this question will help you to think. Yeah, because every analysis that we say, there must be a backing basis to it, right? So now we're going to train that part. How the analysis come into how do we deliver the message to the client. So for now, it's okay. Yeah, you just can try on this. Yeah, but but it's good that you look at the point. You really know the hero and the moon star. There are certain attributes governed to it, like marketing and all those things. Yeah, that one is correct. Yeah, so, but let's make things simpler here. Just for now, we are just to answer one very basic question. Will this person has a capacity to generate wealth, or is it high or very low? Yeah, this is, let's stick back to our original question. So what do you think? This chart,
Mm,
is it all good?
yeah, I think if I'm not sure whether this way of seeing it is correct
No
because
problem, no problem. Yeah, please try.
pursuing wealth, it will then give him money because who is on the North Palace and then who will then go to him. Can I say like that? If he were to pursue wealth, but although it's not something that he likes because it's not to say not something that he likes, it's more difficult for him to do, that he doesn't have that affinity. But if he pursues career, which means working for other people, because Southwest and Northeast is the same earth element, so he'll be more comfortable in doing that. But because Northeast and Northwest means it's him producing to the wealth, so he have to work very hard to get it. Can I say so?
Okay, so can this person has a huge capacity or not?
On wealth.
Never mind, it's okay. Just give it a 50% shot.
Yeah, medium.
Medium. Oh, that's a very safe answer though. Okay, thank you. Yeah, medium. Okay, so why you say medium?
My definition of medium, your definition, let's say,
Huh?
I mean, my definition of huge and your definition of huge could be very big difference. Maybe to your huge is billions, but maybe to my huge is millions. Okay.
Average lah. Okay, now my thanks for trying. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, so so does everyone agree that when we look at this, we look at the live door, right? Yeah, everyone determine. Then there's one thing we found out, and then also I also noticed that Adeline Sell say that the Wealth Palace there's a 5-star, so it's a fairly strong capacity to generate wealth. This is a message from Adeline. If you want to look at the message, you can open the message box. I think Adeline Sell stated that the Wealth Palace they are 5-star, so it's a strong capacity to generate wealth. Okay, so to answer your question, Adeline, the stars, the 7-star of the chart actually is governs the strength of the deities. Yeah, it doesn't enhance the strength of the live dog. Yeah, but it's a good try. So at least everyone know that. Yeah, so another key takeaway here. Yeah, the deities, on the stars, the 7-star, you only affect the strength of the deities. So if you are talking in this context of the 5-star, which means that the moons are pretty powerful. Yeah, the moon are pretty powerful. Okay, thanks Adeline for chipping on this. And let's say right now we look at the chart, the current chart. One thing, how do we see? Of course, when we try to read a chart, we will try to look at a lot of details, right? It's normal. So, but once we've seen so many charts, I would say that it's good for us to notice there are certain pattern. There are pattern of success and also a pattern of failure. Because the moment you see so many charts, it's almost impossible for us not to notice that there are certain patterns are pretty quite easy to see. Yeah, so let me share with you some of the pattern, and as you do this reading along the way, actually you can actually spot more patterns to it. Yeah, so you see, whenever someone, if you want to see a capacity of someone can become wealthy or not, the first thing is you want to see whether this person want money first or not. Is it true? Right, that person can be completely brilliant person, very skillful, but what if he think money is not important? Yeah, then you're not going to do it, right? So don't you agree that the compulsion to become wealthy is very important? Yeah. So how do we see compulsion or the need or the drive? Because whenever we always want to do something, right, we always push ourselves, we have willpower, all those things. But the willpower doesn't last for not, right? After we attended a motivational seminars like 2 weeks, then suddenly all our passion dies off. What if someone in nature themselves, they have the drive to actually to make more, yeah, to create value. Yeah, if you have those drive in you, then the chances of this person to become wealthy are higher, right? So in the chart right now, how do we see those things? We might need to look in the relation between the Destiny Palace right now. You see Destiny Palace is in northwest, right? Sorry, northeast, and with the live dog. What type of relationship we're able to notice from here? Anyone? I will not continue talking until you do. Okay, so Kachong replied, produce, yes, yeah, the Destiny Palace produce the life box. Yeah, every time you notice a produce element means you want something. Can I fairly say that? Because you produce out, you're pursuing something, something that with a lot of energy because you want it. Yeah, for example, like if you're someone that you like to eat, yeah, you hunt for food. Yeah, regardless how far from where you are, you're going to hunt, you're going to drive there and to get something. Yeah, so this is about the desire, the compulsion. Yeah, when you want something, right? So, is this chart indicates there's a desire there? Yes. Yeah, why? Because it's a production cycle, right? So this is one good point. So can we fairly conclude that this person, if he seriously want to achieve wealth, there's a huge potential for him to doing that? Yeah, because he want the wealth itself. Yeah, he want to create value. Yeah, that's the thing. And the good thing is this chart here, he himself is a chief. So if you add these two, compulsion for wealth and then with chief, when we add these two information together, what we can tell from the chart? Yeah, chief can make things happen or not? Yes? Yes, right? So what is the means of this person becoming wealthy? Is it through a more proper way of getting wealth or more improper way? Yeah, a more proper way, right? So is he want something, you want to earn a small amount of money or big amount of money? Big. Yeah, because he's your chief. Yeah, chief is something expensive. You want something more, right? So if you have these two pieces of information, yeah, you can roughly tell the wealth capacity. Yeah. Because destiny chart, regardless what type of astrology system you're using, the destiny chart tells you potential. Yeah, it doesn't tell you realization. Yeah, realization depends on you yourself. Yeah. So the reason I want to learn this so we can take certain action to realize the dream that you wanted. So now we concluded that this person have the capacity to do so. Yeah, so let me share with you who is this person. Yeah, this person, I think a lot of people will know this is a Bill Gates chart. Yeah, so do you know who is Bill Gates? Yeah, so he's one of the wealthiest person on earth. Yeah, between him and Jeff Bezos. Yeah, so he's been there. And then you look in the chart. This guy here is extremely wealthy, right? So don't you think it fit to that? Let's say we look at his Destiny Palace right now. Delusion Door is what? Delusion Door is doing something behind the scene, right? So do you think he's someone seek for popularity of him? Bill Gates? Yeah, he didn't, yeah. So, and he start off as a programmer. Yeah, he actually writing the software. Part of it actually when he's still in college that time or university, he writing it. Yeah, so if someone you might encounter certain person that how do you see a chart with have the good programmer ingredient? You look for delusion door. Yeah, delusion door is something work behind the scene, make things work behind the scene, pulling everything together. Yeah, you might not knew this person, but he actually doing all these things, behind the scenes. So he very good in planning and strategy part aspect of it is very good at that. Yeah, so the delusion door. Don't you think this fulfill how Bill Gates behave as well? Yeah, so he's a very good programmer to start with, Yeah, and then you see the chart here, but the thing here is then you might notice there's a death and emptiness, right? A lot of people are afraid of this. Yeah, so let me tell you now, the richest person on earth have death and emptiness in his Destiny Palace. Yeah. Does he have a bad luck? I don't think so. He's the wealthiest. He has a family. He has children. Yeah, he's healthy till now. Yeah, so the reason I want to show you this chart is, yeah, don't worry about the death and emptiness. Yeah, don't let this pigeonhole or give you a reason why you cannot succeed in life. This is the best example, one of the most successful person, yeah, in a chart. If you have DE next time, what you should tell yourself? Good. Why? Because Bill Gates have DE too, right? So you have some similarity with Bill Gates. Yeah, so how do we actually interpret the death and emptiness? Yeah, it's not a bad thing, but death and emptiness mean that they are not just about money. Yeah, they're doing something more beyond themselves, because DE represents something spiritual. And this we see how he can manifest how this thing happen now, because right now, yeah, he already quitting his full-time job in Microsoft. He's doing a lot of charity and all those things, right? Yeah, don't you think this fit perfectly with the chief and the death and emptiness inside the Destiny Palace? Yeah, regardless how many money he is, he say that there's only a limit that money can buy. Yeah, beyond that limit, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, so you can see from the Destiny chart, chief is a star about helping others, and then we have a DE, so they tends to get spiritual. Yeah, to them money is not important anymore. Yeah, so they do it from a purpose. Yeah, so is it easy to read this way? Yeah, so this is how one of the way we can look at the Destiny chart itself. And you look at the live door right now, you look at the moon star. Yeah, moon star, like just now Adeline said that the 5 star, don't you think the moon star is pretty powerful? Yeah, pretty powerful. How does the moon star make money? Information. Yeah, you agree that moon is something related to information, organizing of information, yeah, or data. So don't you think it's something related to software? Yeah, does it fit to that criteria as well? Yes. Yeah, so the success of that bring him the largest volume of money is come through data. Yeah, or ability to give certain make certain insights based on data to make a better decision. Yeah, this is what he been doing all this while. Yeah, software. Yeah, so the hero star there is hero also fire element. Yeah, so it could be something to do with technology. Yeah, related environment as well. Yeah, so and hero also appear to masters as well. So the thing that he doing here is not for corporate only. Yeah. So one of the dream that I think Bill Gates stated last time, he want every home will have a personal computer. Yeah, this is his vision, because he want intelligence running in every single home in the world. Yeah, this is what he did mention this in one of his, if I remember correctly, he did mention this. So this is what he dreamed of doing. Yeah, so don't you think it's easy or not? Yeah, so if you look for compulsion, you just look what is the relation between this person with the wealth element. Yeah, so there's a one key takeaway there. Yeah, so cool. So now we're going to do any questions you want to ask about this chart? Yeah, feel free to ask right now, so we can discuss further on this chart. Okay, any other question? Or live door produce Destiny Palace, that will discuss later. Yeah, let's stick with this topic first. Yeah, then it will be easier for you to understand like this. Yeah, if not, then another question will be counter in and then counter out. You know, yeah, there will be a time we're going to go through that. But for now, my point here is you look for Destiny Palace produce the Wealth Palace. How many of you here have this formation as well? How many of you have this formation where your Destiny Palace actually producing your Wealth Palace? Can you raise your hand? Anyone raise their hand? Okay, Alan. Oh, Alan. Okay, you also have this. All right, very good. Yeah, so this might answer. Raymond Ho also got lah. Wow, very good. Yeah. Yeah, that's why all these people, yeah, the wealth capacity is quite good. Yeah, because they themselves are wealth already. Yeah, because in their mind, because this tells you, yeah, what actually happening in someone's mind. Yeah, his mind is to make the money. Yeah, so they have the compulsion to do it. Yeah, so I would say that. Carl say that. Sure, Raymond also got. Okay, very good. Okay, so I think you get what I mean, right? So what I want you to realize is, yeah, reading chart, yeah, is not necessary to be complex to drill down to every single details, you know. Yeah, so it's good that for you to know few key patterns here, then you can derive a quite good conclusion. Yeah, the details only coming in if you want to know more on planning, you know, specifically what to do. But overall, you can see that this person cannot be that bad, for now, right? So, and you can see the life door. The life door, the element here is the earth element, right? Originally is in the northeast right now. So when the life door landed in northwest is the metal element. So don't you think the door actually strengthened the palace? So the palace actually is quite strong. Yeah. So this is tell you the strength of the door and the stars as well. The strength of the deities governed by the seven star path deities. The stars and the door governs by the palaces itself. Yeah, so these are the part that if you want to identify the strength of the doors or the stars. Okay, clear everyone? Cool? Okay, so yes, so now shall we do another one? So let me show you another chart here. Okay, let's see first, what chart do I got here? Okay, can you okay. I'm going to show you another chart. I'm going to give you like few seconds to read the chart. Okay, so this is another chart. So we are not going to, the topic is still the same. We're going to analyze on the wealth capacity of this. Good capacity or not? You tell me. Yeah, so I'm going to give all of you here like 2 minutes to read the chart, and then you tell me. This will also answer your question that someone just now asked if the same palace or the same element, right? What will happen? This chart does indicate that. Yeah, so we are looking at the destiny chart. This is in the west and also northwest. One minute pass, another one more minute. And after that, we're going to open to the floor for analysis. Okay, done. So, anyone want to try? Okay, so let's see from the chat box. Some say good capacity. Some say very good. So let me summarize. Everyone also say good. Yeah. So why is good? So now I'm going to select. Okay, let's select the Ong Ka Chong. I think you are back from the toilet right now. So let me unmute Ong Ka Chong.
Hello, can you hear me?
Ka Chong, hi, good morning.
Yeah,
Where are you
really
from?
morning.
Penang now? You're from Penang.
Yeah,
Okay.
Penang. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Career Palace. Career Palace produce Life Palace and Destiny Wall. So it could mean that this person will already know what he wants to do early in his life.
What do you think is wealth capacity? Is it good or not?
Yeah, well, capacity is good, but not as good as the previous one.
Not good as the previous one. Previous one
Yeah.
means what?
Previous one is the Bill Gates one ma. Bill Gates so tokong already. This one okay lah, 3 star, and then let me see but Heavenly Heart in Northwest Wall. So should be quite good as well.
So your analysis will be same like everyone as well, right? So it's considered good wealth capacity, is it?
Yeah, good wealth capacity.
Okay, very good. So what is your reason to arrive to that conclusion?
Oh, because the Wu Earth also in the Career Palace.
Wu Earth in the
Yeah,
Career Palace. Okay.
yeah. And so the all the things that he do in his career, right, is easily translatable into actual money.
Ah, okay. So what?
Yeah,
So this
and
person is more a corporate guy for you, or
yeah,
more? Okay, all right.
more a corporate guy with specialized knowledge or good planning, foresight to help propel the company.
Okay, very good finding. Yeah, very good analysis. Thank you, Ka
Oh,
Chong.
thank you, Iverson.
All right, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, who else want to try? How about Joanne Ng?
Hello.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi. Hi, Iverson.
Hi. So, what do you think about this chart? Yeah, just treat it like a casual conversation here. Yeah, so I'm not your teacher, not your instructor, so there are no stress. Yeah, just like coffee talk. Yeah, that's how we should carry out the tone. Yeah, sometimes I appear a little bit serious, but actually I'm very casual here.
Um, I,
So what do you
well, I,
think? What do you think about the chart? That the chart that we are looking at the screen right now, in terms of wealth capacity.
well, capacity. I just see the elemental relationship between the West Palace and the Northwest Palace. They're both they both share the same elements, so it's good capacity lah.
Good
But,
capacity, okay.
Yeah, good capacity.
Same element, right? Both
Yes.
of them element, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, that's basically what I know right now.
Okay, very good. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because it's the same element, right? It's not countering. So your same element with the live door. Yeah, so we would like this is a very good finding that you have. It's simple, but it doesn't mean it's not enough. Sometimes simple is the best reading. Because
Yeah.
some people might need to look at everything, right? So it's just one word, same element is good. Yeah, you're right. Good,
Okay.
good finding. That's why I want everyone here to see, reading the chart, you need to analyze everything. Yeah, you just need to analyze the thing that matter. Yeah, because you see the broad picture, it tells you, yeah, there is a synergy between the element, right? It's the same element. So roughly
Yeah.
the potential is there already, right? So detail, then later we discuss. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for your participation.
Thanks, Iverson.
Okay, all right. So, and Carl mentioned that speculative investor because of the harm door. Okay, maybe later we go on to other box first. Now we just focus on the two boxes first. Okay, Carl? All right, so then Kachong say 4D Toto. Wow. Yeah, it's also gambling as well. Yeah, as you know that all the rich people doesn't get rich through gambling. Yeah, they might own the lottery company. Yeah. Okay. I know, Kachong. I know you're blow water. Yeah, blow water just means that they are just joking. Yeah, for those of you who are Westerner, blow water just means that they are joking. Okay. So, any other person want to chip in your opinion on this? Yeah, I noticed only several active member here that analyze the chart. How about the rest? Yeah, can you participate by giving your opinion, because that's how you learn the most. Anyone? Yeah, you need to participate a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so I think Raymond got something to say. Yeah. Okay, so can you unmute Raymond?
Oh, hello.
Hi, Raymond.
Yeah. Okay, I envy this guy. I look at him. This guy got 9 Earth at the Southwest Palace with grain, open door that produced him. So like he on the door side, his rest door. and he's born with a deity, nine heaven, and this pillar some more. Okay, so to me, it's like he doesn't seem to have to work very hard, and he can generate his wealth. So that produced him, and then yeah. But one thing interesting to me, I want to really look at the age, the age in the so-called in the chart, right? 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. So my question is whether this guy, like 60, this is where the so-called career box is, right? And 75, he is there's his destiny box. 90, there's the wealth.
Yeah, that one we don't normally on the age now. We don't go into that first. Yeah, so maybe we stick back with our topic of discussion first. Then later on we have time we analyze, because that one we open to another sets of topics. Then it might deviate from our original purpose right now. Yeah, so you drop it down, keep that on mind on the age label on each of the boxes. Yeah, maybe later today or tomorrow we might cover some of that. Okay, so maybe right now, Raymond, maybe we can just talk about the wealth capacity first. So what do you think about this person chart wealth capacity based on analysis?
Yeah, wealth capacity is good. It's good, and on the same element. But actually, I think the because of the earth and grain thing, I don't know whether he's born rich, and come with asset and so with the seven star, yeah, 7 star over there. So and that produced him it's better than even the same element with the northwest sector. So
northwest sector, the live door.
Yeah, with the live door. So that one is northwest sector, the live door is same element with his destiny, but the southwest is producing him. Right, earth produce.
So what is the conclusion? One is same element, one is producing.
That's why, and with him, I think he's born rich. Everything is there.
Born rich. Same element, is it? Okay, good. Thanks for trying.
Okay.
Same element, yeah, same element. Okay. So normally when we look at the same element, yeah, like what Raymond mentioned just now, if the same element, if your destiny palace is the same element with your life palace, so it could mean that you're already getting it, right? Because you're already born with a life. Yeah, is one way. And then another way to read the chart is this type of person normally they are wealth magnet. Not because the wealth already with them, So whatever they do is easier for them to attract value. So by doing so, it also says that this person, understand how to create wealth, by creating value, this person. So between an earlier chart with this chart, the earlier chart got compulsion to become wealthy, right? Because it's producing the wealth. But this chart here, it doesn't mean they don't have compulsion, but this is from the start, they're already wired in a way that their character himself or the vision that he has actually is very valuable. Because same element means that they know what the market wants. Yeah, they knew it from the start. Yeah, because it's with them, they know how to create wealth from the start. So how wealth is created is through value. Still remember? Yeah, so then how do you create value? How the things become valuable? The only thing become valuable only when people need it, right? If something that people don't need it, then it's not something valuable. So this type of chart, normally we see that these type of people there, they know what the market want. And to support that part, do you see there's a 9 heaven in the destiny chart? Yeah, 9 heaven represent innovation, right? It's an innovator. They can see the trend. They can see how the trend going on, what people needs. So this is, don't you think is a good sign? Yeah, to have a 9 heaven, and then the same element with the life stock here, the life palace here, right? Okay, cool. So which one are more need to use more effort, the earlier chart or this chart? This chart is easier, right? Yeah, so I would say that maybe the amount of effort that he put might not be the same, because he himself already knew that he become wealthy. Yeah, the same element. This is very funny. If you have same element with your wealth element, yeah, somehow in your mind subconsciously, yeah, you know that you become wealthy somehow. So, okay, Raven Ho say that it's a Steve Jobs. Is it a Steve Jobs chart? What do you think? Do you think this is a Steve Jobs chart? Huh? Everyone? Because Raymond Ho say that it's a Steve Jobs chart. Is it a Steve Jobs chart? Steve Jobs is paying fire. This one is Geng, so it's not a Steve Jobs chart. Yeah, because Steve Jobs is paying fire. Yeah, okay, so let me tell you which chart is this. This chart is Jeff Bezos. Yeah, you know who is this guy? Yeah, this guy is an Amazon, the founder of Amazon. Yeah, he's the richest, wealthiest person. Yeah, he's the top two will be either him or Bill Gates right now. Yeah, so if you want to look for more detail about the biography of this person, you can actually search online. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is the guy. Yeah, he's the founder of Amazon. For those people from the States, then you know, yeah, this is where most of people they're buying, order their products online from, right? This is an e-commerce website, and then they expand further from there. Yeah, so this is the thing. And if you look at the chart right now, I think we need to address one very interesting information here. Yeah, you see the chart right now, you see that the open door produced him, right? You see it here? So career become easy for him or not? You see the open door? Because I think some of you notice this, right? There are dilemma here. One is the open door produce you. Open door represent career, right? And then some more the wealth element also same here. So if you look at his biography, what he is going through, actually he's a corporate guy to start with. He's the younger senior vice president in an investment firm, I think called D.E. Shaw. Yeah, and he's quite successful there. Yeah, he's the youngest senior VP there. Yeah, so this can explain, through here. You see here? Yeah, so he actually become, and he did make a very tough decision. Yeah, to quit the job, the lucrative job that he had to actually to start Amazon. Yeah, who imagine this? Yeah, as a consultant, normally when people come to us, they ask us to whether they want to change a job. They tell us they want to change a job. Most of the reason is because they are not happy with their current job. Right? It's either through their bosses, or they don't get paid enough, or they don't get enough appreciation. Most of the time is because of all these reasons people want to change their job. Have you encountered someone that tell you, I want to change my job, I want to resign because I have to, this company pays me well, I'm the top position, everything goes well for me. Yeah, I want to change my job. Rarely you see people doing this, Yeah, agree? Right? Some of you consultants, you know what I'm talking about, right? Normally people want to resign is because there's something they're not happy with the company. But how come this person become a very successful corporate guy, decided to do this? Yeah, the only thing that we can explain this is because internally he knew that he would become wealthier, because the same element that he has with the Destiny Palace, with the wealth element is in the same element. Yeah, somehow from the start, he knew this. Yeah, he'll be wealthy, no matter what. Yeah, so this is something good. Yeah, because subconsciously, what you feel all the time, you tend to manifest himself. Yeah, so this is a very good example of how you see the wealth can be manifest this way. Yeah. So now, if you're talking about the chart here, you look at the rest door. Yeah, Destiny Palace. What is the rest door doing? Rest door doing, don't you think this person have patience? Yes. Yeah, so he doing thing same here and all those things, right? So he actually have patience to start something, not to rush something. As if you notice that Amazon, how they grow their businesses, there are certain time during the dot-com bubble where all the internet companies, the share drop, and he's the one still persists doing this. Yeah, he doesn't really change the direction. They still continue doing this. So rest door give you the patience and the ability to look into small detail of things. Yeah, so this is what the rest door talk about. Yeah, the rest door. So if you look at the chart, the wealth capacity in the chart, is it a good wealth capacity or not? Now of course, you know who is this person. You can obviously easier for you to say yes, right? So by just let's say just pretend you don't know, although you can't, right? If you you look at the chart here, you see that the chief star in the life door, is it a good star? Yes, right. So the life door in the northwest, is it good or not? Life door in the northwest, is it good? Why is good? Remember just now we talked about what? The life door is in the is a metal, right? Is in the northwest, means that northwest is life door is the earth, and then northwest is a metal. So is the door produce the palace? So make the palace stronger, don't you think so? Yeah. So this also indicates that it's a good wealth palace to start with. And let me ask you one question: do you see any similarity this chart with Bill Gates chart? Now you see the pattern. Why I want to show this chart? I want you to show you the pattern of successful people, right? Do you see the pattern? Very obvious, right? Do you realize that the life door, I think some of you already pointed out on the chat box here. Do you realize that all of them here, the life door will be in the northwest? The two most rich person. Yeah. So, and one more thing. Yeah. Do you notice that both of them also pillar? Their destiny palace. Does it tell you something? Yeah. First of all, look at the life door first. Yeah. The life door is a northwest palace. One of the reasons is because the life door in the northwest. Don't you think the palace is very strong? Yes. Yeah. Because the life door produced the northwest palace. That's one. And then northwest originally is a Qian Qian is the leader. It represents monopoly. So do you notice that the wealth that this person can amass during his lifetime is very huge? It's a big amount. Yeah, because how they operate their money is through monopoly. It's through control. Don't you think this same apply to what Bill Gates do and also Jeff Bezos do? Yeah, so now you know. Yeah, this is also another takeaway point for you. Yeah, a special case, the life door is in the northwest. Okay, that's why do you see a pattern here? Yeah, now the second one, pillar. Yeah, pillar is a star about what? Yeah, there might be a star. Is a star of speaking, of course. It's a star. Is a star of consulting, but it's also a star that they're going to challenge the norm. Yeah, so normally they don't agree the way, how things supposed to do. They don't have any respect for status quo. They want to change things. Now, do you think all the great leaders right now, this is what is there is the drive behind everything they do? They are not doing this for just money. Yeah, there has a sense of purpose inside. They discover something wrong and then they want to right the wrong. Yeah, so this is a thing that you have in the chart. So let me ask you one question here. Yeah, how many of you here have the pillar in your destiny chart? Okay, does it give you a sense what to do? You want to do the same thing over and over again, or you want to do something different, or you want to innovate? Yeah, now you know. Yeah, so do you see how the way we study the chart right now, we reverse engineer the whole thing? Yeah, and the moment you discover more pattern in the charts, then actually you can see charts easily. Yeah, so as a consultant here, like I just explained to you, to arrive to this type of information, yeah, we do a lot of research. Yeah, we compile. You cannot imagine. Yeah, there's more than thousands of charts we do, and then we do analysis. I think that's the same way you want to do this. So I can share with you this piece of information. It might sound simple, yeah, but if you take a look the work behind, the research and the time you do this, then you start to appreciate how you're going to use this information. Yeah, so you get it. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons the benefits we give for our member. You know, these are things that we don't discuss in class. Yeah, but we're going to share with all the members here so everyone can know the pattern of reading the chart. Yeah, and again, the next one is, how many of you here have the live door in Northwest? Wow, okay. Yeah, so some of you, Wow, very good. I can see all your video here. So if you raise your hand, I can see you. So Karen is one of them. If you, and some of you don't worry. Don't get depressed. I noticed some of you start crying. Please don't. Yeah, you can cry after the session, not now. It's okay. Yeah, it is not. It doesn't mean that you need the life door to be in the northwest on your become rich. But you can notice to amass a huge kind of wealth, there are certain pattern to it, and the life door in the northwest is one of the pattern. Okay. So any other questions about this chart? Shall we go to another chart? Okay, so let's go to okay, so this is the chart. Yeah, I wouldn't ask you whether this person is wealthy or not. Yeah, because the moment I show you this, you already know that we are studying wealthy person chart, right? So I don't need to ask you that question. We didn't know that this person is wealthy. Yeah, so now your task is you want to know is what is the unique value or configuration here that make this person enormously wealthy. Yeah, all the chart I'm showing you here actually is a billionaire chart. Yeah, so we really always skip past whether this person is wealthy or not. Yeah, so this is a billionaire chart, and then you look at the chart. Yeah, think about how this person become wealthy. Okay, I'll give you like 3 minutes. Study the chart one time, apply what we learned just now, and then do the analysis. And then later on, I'm going to ask some of you, please volunteer yourself to give your analysis to this, because I won't continue unless you participate. Please remember this is a meeting. I encourage you to do this because when you participate, you keep this forever. Yeah, if you just sit down here and listening, you'll forget it tomorrow. Yeah, okay, so the timer start now. 3 minutes. Study the chart properly. Hello. Can you hear me now? Yes. All right. Okay. Cool. So now, who is the first volunteer? Okay, Yiling has something to say. Are you okay if I put you online? Because this time you told me that your background is quite noisy, right? So, Yiling, are you okay if I put you? Huh? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, okay. So, yes, Yiling.
Hi. I think his wealth capacity can be very great, notwithstanding the DE, because I see the snake and the grain. Grain means that because I remember very clearly that I read somewhere in Datuk's book that grain and snake combination can create a mass of properties by ownership of properties, not expanding, by buying properties. Don't start, but you buy own companies. Then you can actually become rich that way. And this similarity with Bill Gates is he will actually go on and he's hungering for wealth. So he will keep on doing it to enhance his wealth capacity. Is that correct?
Yeah, continue. Good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I see.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, so you make a very good point. I think everyone should take note on this. Yeah, that she mentioned that the moment you see a grain to see a stick together, it forms a strong combination. Yeah, so I would say that is it in the live door? Yes, right. So because green is related to property and then snake is also something related to environment. When these two things combine together, you form a very special formation. Yeah, so this is another takeaway. Yeah, thank you, Yiling, for this. Yeah, so it's a very good observation from your side. And uh, any other people besides Yiling? Hold on, let me scroll through who. Okay, so do you notice, do you drop down all the key ticks away? Yeah, so you need to do this, yeah, because if not, you forget everything you learned about this. Okay, so Raymond Hall want to speak. All right, so let's get you unmute the speaker for Raymond Hall. Hi, Raymond.
Hi, yeah. So, okay, I'm just curious a bit, right, about this. I know grain and snake, they're good combination for property. But okay, next, if we look at this live door, which is earth element, but somehow at this can, the north, which is a water element. So earth counter water. So it's not as great as the other live door at the northwest. But how do you assess this when the live door?
You need to tell me, you know. Yeah.
I tell you.
you need to do your analysis. Yeah, that's the purpose of this. Yeah, later I'm going to give my opinion, but for now, let's try first. Yeah, you need to try. Yeah, it's good that you pointed out that one. Yeah, if you're talking about the live door strength, yeah, the strength will be different between places.
Yeah, just I think he make money, just that he's not going to make as like billionaire, multi-billions.
It's a billionaire chart. Yeah, because I already told everyone. Yeah, all the chart here is billionaire. So that one you don't need to analyze whether it's a millionaire or billionaire. I just want you to notice what are the special features. It's easier for you, right? Rather than ask you to check whether this is a millionaire or billionaire. Yeah, but all the charts I show you, yeah, it's all is a billionaire chart. So you need to know what make them so special. You need to compare which one is richer. Yeah, I think anyone that exceed billionaire, I would say is pretty good. So you see the chart. What do you think is special about the chart that allows this person to create enormous wealth? Yeah, as you notice that there are different patterns between billionaires, right? That's why I want to give you so many charts so you can see, yeah, what's the linkage between all those charts.
Yeah.
So remember, what is your finding on this chart?
So okay, on top of the combination grain and snake, I think his destiny produced into this live dollar. So he really wants it and he work on it.
Okay, very good.
I think just on this two for me.
Okay, so all right, thank you, Raymond. Yeah, so you make a very good, because remember our first finding, if your destiny palace produce, yeah, the wealth element, which means what? There is a compulsion. Yeah, there's a drive to do something. Yeah, life, it could mean money, it could mean creating something. Yeah, you give birth of something. Yeah, so it could be a products, it could be a services. Yeah, not just cash alone. Yeah, so Raymond make a very good observation there. So anyone else? Thanks, Raymond. So anyone else want to offer your own opinion on this? Sharon Chan. Okay, Sharon, your baby okay already? Yeah? Okay. Oh, cannot talk. She said cannot talk. Just saw her message. Okay, so you can. I just read out your text you sent to this chat box here. Yeah. So okay, live door with property cannot talk. Okay, cool. So live door with property. Yes, the live door is with the property. Yeah. So it means that this person can, yeah, if he decided to, he can actually seeking wealth in terms of the property aspect of thing, right? Or own certain assets. Okay, cool. Any other findings on this? Okay, June. Sure. So June, June want to speak to all of us here. So welcome June back. Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
What I see is the same like SW producing the Destiny. Then again, from the Destiny also same element as the Northwest. And I think this fella also born rich. He already has the money with him.
Okay. All right. Thank you, June. Yours has an interference. Okay, a very good finding from June. Okay, so I receive more message here. So Yiki, I think Yiki want to say something as well. I hear a piano sound. Yiki, are you playing piano? Is it the opening welcome music or something? I think we better mute it. Yeah? Okay, so okay, from the message here, Yiki mentioned that the live door, the 7-star. Okay, good to know that. Okay, it's a very good observation here, the 7-star. So let me recap again. The star will enhance which of the element among the 4 components inside the chart? The deities, right? So the 7-star then means what? The snake are very, very powerful. Yeah, this is a good thing. Is it something to affect the door? No. Is it affect the star? No. Is it affect the stem? No. Purely on the deities. So since the 7-star resides in the live door palace, it will enhance the snake level to the highest. Yeah, so this the live palace, the live door contains a very powerful snake deities. Yeah, I hope I clarify this to everyone here. So that's the reason I asked you to give your opinion. Yeah, so I can reinforce or I can mix certain comments on it so you can learn this way. Yeah. Okay, so Raymond, I noticed Raymond mentioned that the open door is metal. Reinforce the Destiny Palace. What Raymond mean here is inside this person Destiny Palace, the open door inside the Destiny Palace is reside in the west, right? So, and when I know what is your reason is because it's the same element, then you're able to enhance. Yeah, yes, it means that the open door is quite strong. Yeah, because now we're talking about palaces. Yes, very good finding. So what does it mean the open door is strong? So which means that the attributes of the open door will be enhanced. Yeah, for example, open door govern opportunity. So the moment the open door is strong, this person able to spot and detect opportunity easier than other people. They are much more better in terms of opportunity spotting. Okay, some of you guessing which chart is this is relevant. Yeah, even you guess it right, it doesn't matter right now. That's not our purpose here. Our purpose is to look in the content of the chart. Yeah, yeah. So what else you able to see here? Okay, so this is from the pianist Vicky here. You mentioned that open door with live door is super power rich. Yeah, so you have the good doors with this person, right? Okay. So it's a good thing to notice here. He say that the moment you see open and the live door together, then you are looking at someone that has the potential to become rich. Why? Yeah, so I would say that first of all, it would be good for you to observe the relationship first. Yeah, between these two elements. If it's a conducive relationship, then yes. Yeah, relationship means whether it's produced in or produced out or same element. Then if these things are verified, and then you discover these two doors appear at the same time, yes, you could represent immense opportunity in terms of wealth creation. Okay. Any other comment? Okay, so from Shirley, maybe Shirley, can you speak on, maybe unmute Shirley so she can share with everyone? Hi, Shirley.
Hi.
Hi,
Can
yes.
you?
Hi.
I just find the chart is very strong. He's got the heavens and the assistant in his open in his destiny palace, and he shares. It's very strong, and the metal is very strong. The metal is going to be controlling the wood, and I see the delusion and the scenery. So, and I have the hook and the harmony and the heart. So I find the hook can draw in kinds of people, and the harmony and the heart. He's the speaker that can communicate with an awful lot of people. He's also even got the fire in the south with the phoenix, which can influence a lot of people, which is going to feed the fire in the southwest, which is feeding his destiny in the west. And the whole chart seems to flow, meaning lots of money, lots of communication, but he also has that snake and the moon. So it's, I feel like spiritual side. And fire and ding fire, they're very strong for guidance and leadership. And that's what I'm seeing in the chart.
Wow, very good. Yeah, thanks, Shirley. Yeah, so you read almost every boxes, yeah? So it's good.
But I feel they're all connected so strongly.
So I think...
it's all this stuff. This guy's very powerful.
Okay,
and the metal, of course, chops the wood, and you know. So.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for your sharing. Yeah, very good sharing as well. Yeah, so
Thank
now you are looking at the different other boxes to give you more attributes about this person. Yeah, very good, very good. And anyone else? Okay, so I think by now, I think you already knew that who this person is. Yeah, this person is the late Steve Jobs chart. Yeah, and then I think a lot of you already take notice, and that all of you here are quite a fast learner. The first thing just now I noticed that you already mentioned this Destiny Palace actually produced a live door, right? So first point taken again, there's a compulsion to become rich. Correct. Yeah, so now you look at how this person actually utilized his own value or talent to become so. Yeah, so you look at the own chart. So let's drill down I think all of you here know who Steve Jobs is. That one I don't think he need no introduction further. So I just drill down to the chart. Yeah, so basically it's just a founder from Apple. So you look at the deities of his destiny chart is 9 heaven, right? So whenever we look at the 9 heaven, yeah, we are looking at what kind of thing? Is it someone innovative and then they can see the future? Are they a great innovator, visionary? Yes, yes. Yeah, the chart does state it so. And the thing that unique is like this. Yeah, you see the chart. Assistant represent artistic. It's about the art, right? So if you learn butter, assistant are equivalent to eating God. You know, so you want something that beautiful. It's about the art. So that's why you hear Steve Jobs says what, right? I want to make the computer sexy again, right? Yeah, to them it's not a computer, you know, it's an art. So we can see that all the products that he produced during his tenure in Apple, everything are beautiful. Yeah, the moment you see it, yeah, it's become irresistible, right? You want to buy it right away, even though the price are very high on the higher end. Yeah, this is the power of the assistant star with the 9 heaven combined. So which means that he was able to innovate something artistic and is something truly innovative. Because a lot of people, they are very artistic. Have you seen a lot of artists, they are poor? It's because somehow they are not able to see the trend. They are 9 heaven able to innovate something. So that's why the moment you see assistant and 9 heaven together, you're looking not only someone who is really creative, but he able to know what people want and serve the needs because of the ninth heaven. Yeah, so this combination is a very powerful thing to notice in the chart. Yeah, and the thing is like this. The second part here is the open door. Open door is what someone do. Open door also surprisingly is also something to do with creativity as well. Because it's open, you know, the flow of ideas. So it's actually fit the whole thing even further. It adds strength to it. So open door also govern creativity as well. So like just now Raymond say that the west sector will lend strength to the open door. Actually, it's good. Yeah. So and then is open door is something to do with opportunity to it's achiever door, right? They have the drive to do great things, but they are also egoistic as well, and then they are not very good in accepting criticism. Yeah. So this is I think part of the whole package itself. So do you see by this alone, yeah, is you will see someone like a very innovative artist. Yeah, so this is how Steve Jobs is. Yeah. So some of you here, you might need to look in your own chart. You have a ninth heaven with assistant star pairing together. Or if next time you look in someone other chart, you see this, yeah, these are the true artists because this person able to market their art or product to the masses. Then you get people to like their art. Yeah, so, and the next one, we're going to look in the chart here is we look at the north sector. Yeah, the north sector govern the life door, right? Yeah, so just now, life door represent somehow the nature of making money. So I think most of you here attended the destiny analysis before. So if you look at snake, right? You look at snake, what type of business or nature of the business that governs snake? Snake is about attachment, right? So if you read back your notes, snake is also govern something addictive, yeah, like selling secrets, you know, something that can keep people buying again and again, never stop. It could mean subscription businesses, yeah, but in terms of this context, don't you think Apple business is an addictive business? Yeah, you make it in a way that if you're going to buy an iPhone, and not so long after that, you're going to buy an iPad, right? And then after that, you discover that you need a MacBook to come with it. Yeah, I'm one of the victims. Yeah, no, I technically I need to buy everything that they have from Apple. So don't you think this is something they designed the iCloud as well, right? He designed a way that to buy music, you need an iPod. The whole ecosystem itself, yeah, they're connected. Yeah, they are not selling individual isolated unit, but they're selling you the whole ecosystem. Yeah, the moment you buy an iPod, right, you can connect to the iCloud and then you can share information between your Mac, your iPad, and iPhone. Everything is working so seamlessly. This is the power of the snake. Yeah, and snake also have the power. It's a cult leader, and that's how Steve Jobs drive the whole business model become like a cult. Right? You know that people camping before every of Apple product launch. 2 weeks before that, a lot of people queuing outside. These are the cult. Yeah, these are the raving fans. Yeah, so this is the power of the snake. Why it's powerful? Because it's 7 star. Yeah, the 7 star is doing the trick here. Yeah, do you learn something again? Yeah, drop it down. Yeah, if not, you're going to forget. Yeah, you ask me, I also forget later. Yeah, so you need to everything you discover that useful to you, write down so you can apply later on in future, even your strategic execution. You can apply this as well. You know, because some of you learn strategic execution, or some of you go to learn in the next month during June. Yeah, if you want to achieve certain outcome, you wait for a time that assistant and heaven together, you create certain outcome like it. If you need creativity. Okay, so so you see the chart here. This person is a visionary chart, and you see the life door there. Also, there's a death and emptiness, right? So for him, yeah, money is not the thing. Yeah, if you look at his interview and all those things, to him, yeah, it's about making impact. Yeah, it's not about the money. That's why you see how he decorate his house. It's a very empty house. It's a Zen-like thing, you know. So to him, material possession is not important. Yeah, so this is also a very perfect example to shows you that life door, yeah, with death and emptiness doesn't mean you are broke. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of people, yeah, they use this as an excuse not to try something. Yeah, every time I ask them to make money, they say they blame their child. They say my life door got death and emptiness. If later on you encounter someone you have this kind of excuses, then you show them Steve Jobs' chart. Yeah, this chart here is a perfect example. This is a billionaire, you know. This is not a millionaire. It's not a multi-millionaire. He's a billionaire. And he's well respected for the art that he did. So don't you think this person do something aligned with his destiny? Yes. You see his destiny box. 9 heaven, assistant and open door. You see that this is exactly the same thing he's doing throughout his whole career. Yeah, so the moment, yeah, the lesson here is the moment you do something that totally align with your your destiny box, yeah, you can know that you cannot be that bad already. Even you don't look into other boxes in your destiny chart. This is the thing. Okay, so any comments or opinions on this? Hello. Okay, so Yiling mentioned that 9 heaven plus open door gather people. So Steve Jobs can make people line up for Apple. Yes. Okay. Okay, so someone asked about illnesses. Yeah, we don't look into that. Yeah, right now because we're talking about wealth element. But if you look for illnesses, you know where to look for, right? You look at the north sector because that's where the grain is. Yeah, from there it will tell you what is a potential issue. Right, north, you look at what grey water and north, you know what I'm talking about, right? So what you need to look at what is the organ or related to water element. This is exactly what, yeah, happening to him. So we're going to leave for detail of wealth analysis. We'll leave it for another time. But now let's be focused. We're going to focus on the wealth assessment to it. Okay, so any other? Okay, one more thing here you see. This chart here, do you try to look for where is the children palaces is? Now you look back in the chart. This is a bonus for you. You look where's the children palaces? Can you tell me? Yeah, if you found it, type it on the chat box. Now your task is very simple. Cannot be simpler than that. And look for where the children palace is. Okay, I saw your response right now. This one is fast response, yeah. If I ask you question, the analysis, no one responds. But this one, wow, so many people respond. Okay. So it's in the east right now. So the east sector represent children. Is also represent the products that or the impact that you make. Yeah, in on throughout your career or throughout your businesses. So if you look at the chart here, yeah, you notice that they are number 4 there, right? This is something once that I discovered after, yeah, not before. Once I look at I study his event, his life, and then looking back on the product, is in the east actually is quite aligned to it. Yeah, so I won't talking about everything. Just look at the number 4 there. Yeah, it's more simple. 4. What is the number 4 means? Number 4 means one thing. Yeah, in his life, throughout his career in Apple, yeah, he designed or create 4 things that are totally changed the whole industry. Yeah, changing industry is there are 4 things that is truly impactful, that what people remember him about. There are 4 things because do you notice they are number 4 in the Children Destiny Palace, right? Then what are the 4 things? Yeah, so if you look through his career, Yeah, there are. Once I discovered this, then I study Steve Jobs biography. I noticed that he released 4 truly innovative, disruptive product. Yeah, the first one is the Mac. All right, he redefined how the way we use computer. Remember the colorful Mac? Right, even a grandma will ask for the pink color Mac. Yeah, this how people, because last time people used to see computer is something for the geek, but he is the one who changed. This is the first impact he made. The second impact he made is the iPod. Right, the moment he released iPod, not only he changed the way we consume music, it changed totally how the music industry works. Yeah, so people can buy one music at $1. No people buy CD album anymore. Yeah, don't you think it's really impactful? And then the third thing that he did is he released the iPhone. It's not only changing the smartphone industry, it changed the gaming industry as well, and so do others industry. It's really powerful. And the fourth one, the last one that he did is the iPad. Yeah, so every time you want to look for your legacy or what is the impact that you make, you can also look at the children palaces as well. Okay, so this is another good thing for you to take note on. Okay, so what other thing you can see from the chart? You want to add on to this? Hello? Just now you reply very fast when I asked you where's the children palace, right? But this one, everyone seems like don't know what to ask. Any other? Or that might be. You're asking whether it's among the children. It might relate to that as well. Yeah, because the children palace also represent. You can use that as a, but we don't count like this in number of children. But somehow it rather fits to that. Yeah, surprisingly. Yeah, so or near to that number. Okay, so Yiling asks the question, can death and emptiness means that the money is not important, although he can own wealth element? Yes, yeah, the moment you see a death and emptiness, it could mean that wealth is not something that the most important in that person's life. Yeah, he's pursuing on something else. It's about making impact. Yeah, because he's an artist. Yeah, you can look at his Destiny Palace. Yeah, Assistant Star is an artist. And combined with 9 Heaven and Open Door is a true artist that he is. Okay, so Yiki say that if the light girl produce an Open Door, Well Palace, confirm rich, you know. Yeah, there are no chart tell you it's confirm rich. Yeah, it tells you the potential of becoming rich. Yeah, this apply to all destiny chart as well. Yeah, you need to know one thing. Yeah, the chart only tell you potential. The realization part is up to you. Yeah, remember this. There are, because to take note of this, yeah, there are 30,000 people with the same chart with you in the world. Yeah, so is any one of them also have the same level of success? No, yeah. It depends on how early you are in doing those things and whether you know intelligently how to use structure your strategy, yeah, and then to pursue your goal. Yeah. If you do nothing, yeah, even you equip the best chart, it doesn't help you in any way or whatsoever. Like what June said, it's very important for you to take action and when to do this as early as possible. Yeah, and you notice all the billionaires that they become very successful during their teenage years. Yeah, that's how that they realize that talent early in life. Yeah, okay. So let me go through the other messages as well. Okay, so it means that does the Destiny Palace countering his legacy? What does it mean? Yeah, so you see that the thing here is whenever you counter your product or your children palace, which means that you want total control of how the thing works. Yeah, I think someone just now mentioned about control freak as well. So that's why if you notice as Steve Jobs, the way he designed the product, he want to control every single way the product looks. Yeah, even down to detail. Yeah, there will be a one story mentioned that is when that time they're about to launch an iPod, yeah, but few days before Steve Jobs discovered that the audio hole that plug in doesn't have the sound when you plug in the audio, the sound doesn't exist. So he says something not right about the product, you need to design the whole thing. Yeah, this is how it can be manifest in the way the moment you see you counter the product, which means that you want total control, total dominance of the product you create. Yeah, even if a little imperfection, you cannot accept it. Yeah, because this is how you can read the chart. The moment you see you counter the product palace or your children palace. Okay, all right. So we're going to stop for a short break right now. So this break will be 5 minutes break. Yeah, around 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So, but now I want you to do another exercise. Yeah. So one more exercise here, one more. Yeah, I believe the more exercise you do, it's easier for you. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to show you another chart right now. You take a photo of this because later on when we break, we might put on the counter, the timer. Then you might not able to see the chart. So I'm going to show you the chart on screen right now. Okay, can you see this chart clearly now? I advise you to take a screenshot of this. Yeah, and just to give you a few information here, he's also a billionaire because the purpose of today's discussion, we want to study wealthy people chart. All right, so he's a billionaire, and you want to know what is the difference between this and the rest just now. Yeah, so we're going to stop for the break right now for 5 minutes time, and once we are back, we're going to discuss this chart. Okay, so I see you in 5 minutes time. Okay, hi. So welcome back. Yeah, if I can see my face. Okay, so I believe that you already did some analysis on the chart. Okay, so now, so what is the finding you're able to get from this chart here? I think by now, after reading few charts, yeah, your confidence level grew, right? So now roughly you know, yeah, what actually going inside our mind when we read the chart. So we see a chart like this, we really know it's wealthy. So what do you think that make this person wealthy? Hello? You want me to ask the Destiny Palace or the Children Palace again? Yeah, please try. Yeah, you try more. Then tomorrow we got bonus topic. Yeah, we're going to share some about Warcraft. If you don't share, then limited Warcraft. Okay. Okay, Yiling. Pillar with snake. Okay, so Yiling, maybe we put her online right now. Yiling.
Hi.
Hi, Yiling. Hi. Thanks. Okay, what is your take on this chart here?
Yeah, again, because I'm a snake, so I have affinity with all this snake thing. So I think heavily pillar with snake have the very strong because snake is already very good at convincing, persuading, and also comes with pillar also the same thing. So they can influence and also negotiate their way to success. So
good. Okay, very good.
They are very good at saving, and they enjoy for pillars. They enjoy buying things. So they are very good at spotting, because couple with snake investment like assets. So in the long run, the things that they accumulate can actually appreciate that is the major factor in contributing to this person's wealth.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, thanks, Yiling. So, any other person? Second volunteer? Karen. Karen Chang. Hi, Karen. I don't think she aware. Okay, now might we see. Another person. Ong Ka Chong. Ong Ka Chong, toilet again? Is it?
No. Then I type already, can already. Oh, okay lah. Since on mic already. Okay, so from what I can see from the chart, hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
You
Continue.
can hear me, okay. So from what I can see, gather lah from the chart is harmony and hero in the open door, because open door usually means what you do lah to create the value, right? So it's the critical drivers or the activities that create the value. So harmony is to gather people. Hero might be to show something. So I don't know what it could mean lah, but it's maybe aggregating something, because the snake and the pillar also shows communication. So maybe aggregating information and then show it in a way that can help people.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thank you.
you're focusing on the open door, right? Because you're trying to look at what this person, in terms of capability, he can achieve. So
what he do.
Southwest box. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ong Ka Chong.
Thank you.
You realize that different people have different way of reading the chart. Yeah, so just to let you know that all of you here are capable of giving a good consult, Yeah, as long you understand what is those deity means. That's the reason I ask you why every time. So as long you get the facts right, then it will be something that you can use this piece of advice to give people. Yeah, then this is that's why learning QiMen actually is very easy. You just have to understand the characteristic of the element involved inside. So next one is okay. So Raymond Hall.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Raymond.
Hi, yeah. So I look at it like from another angle. The open door is metal, so it is at the Earth Palace of Southwest, which produce the metal, right? So open door then produce the live door at Northwest, which produce the destiny at North. So I think, I look at this from the five elements itself and the producing relationship. It is helpful.
Okay, so you look at that. So that's one of the reasons that explain the good fortune in terms of wealth, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Raymond.
Thanks.
Okay, Iki. So your children already finished playing piano, yeah? Okay, so Iki can talk.
Okay, hello.
Hi.
Okay, so wait because my screen cannot see the chart, but I remember. Okay, first I will always look for the live door if in NW. Sure, the wealth is quite good, and then I will look for the open door. Is what kind of the career and the destiny communication, and then the open door is good to produce because it's in the SW Earth Palace. So produce the NW. So confirm is successful, and then some more can produce is Destiny Palace. So confirm is rich.
Yeah, we all know this rich. Yeah, ready from
You
the
are
start
not.
with
Okay,
the
okay,
billionaire
okay.
chart.
So all is produced actually.
Okay, all right.
That's
So
why
you're
I see.
looking at
First
production
no.
cycle.
Yeah. Always I will look for the live door. We have in the NW or not.
All right.
Then we will
Okay.
see the.
Cool. So you're looking at the live door. I think you make a very good observation. You realize that the live door is still in the northwest, right? It's not a coincidence, right? Yeah, the live door could appear anywhere, but you see a lot of those mega rich people. Yeah, it's somehow you look at the live door again and again. A lot of them actually resides in the northwest. So for those people that are in the northwest, yeah, if you cannot become successful, they are nothing to blame but yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why this is a good. So thanks, Yiki, yeah, for your good observation on that. Yeah. So I think you need to make a point just now. Live door in northwest equal powerful. Yeah. This is the thing. All right. So let's look in the chart. So some of you might know who this person is. This you know, yeah, the chart here, there are a few key things here because someone just now mentioned about light door, there is a snake and there's a pillar, right? So this person are very persuasive. Someone just now mentioned about bullshit, the kind of thing. You still remember? Who's that person? Healing, is it? Yeah, actually you're right. Yeah, you know why? I'm not saying bullshitting. It might not be the word, but he has a very good persuasion power. And because based on the biography, I think during 13 years old at the time, he started a business selling his own horse racing tips. You know, so horse betting. Yeah, he's actually selling the tips his business during 13 years old. Do you think that this is very aligned with the snake and the pillar in the chart there? Yeah, this is something here. Yeah? And then later on, and he's grow older here. One thing that you wrote in the chart, I noticed a lot of people just start with the open door to determine what this person can do, right? Yes, it's one way you can do it. But when you look at open door, you need time to do it, right? Because it's not within you. Your open door is used somewhere, unless the open door is in your destiny chart, it's different. Yeah, like Steve Jobs, right? So you still can look at open door as an alternative reading to doing that. But if you want faster, we would like to look for the element that within our destiny chart. Does it make sense? Right? Because this is you know. So if it's aligned to nature, it's much easier and you feel more fulfilled. And you don't feel work like work. Yeah, these are tips. Yeah. First of all, you want to look at someone that you want a faster result and fulfillment. We don't look in open door first, although that's one of the option, but the best option is who you are. Yeah, by being who you think it's much more easier if you just by being yourself you can become wealthy, right? So that's the best, right? So what also that's why my style is we need to look at the destiny palace to look at it. So look at the chart here. Chief, good or not? Good, right? And the thing here, you see a heart. What is a heart means? Your heart, I think all of you here learned destiny analysis before. Heart represent management, right? Remember, it's management. Also saying, what is the harm domain? Harm domain risk. So if you add the heart and the harm door in the destiny palace, what is management? What risk? What will you get? You get risk management, right? So don't you think is what he do? And what he do best, right? So he assess risk, and then that's how he do investment. Yeah, how many of you have heart and the harm door at the same time? You also possess risk management skill. Yeah, easy to read like this, right? That's how we look combination, right? So these are the thing that you can look into. Or this chart is Warren Buffett chart. Yeah. Okay. So now you know what is he capable of doing. So the question is he doing the right thing? Is it the reason why he becomes successful? Yes. He can choose to do so many different things, right? But he chose to do this is aligned to his destiny. One thing you can see here. And the second part, I think Yiki also mentioned, the live door the live door is in the northwest sector. Is a good sector, right? And we see consistently there are so many chart also have the same pattern. And do you see that this live door producing this person? Yeah, this is produced in cycle, right? So produce means what? Easy or hard money. Producing means someone give to you, you know. So don't you think it's something like a passive kind of thing? Yeah, you invest, you are leveraging. So every time you see the live door or your wealth element produce you means you need to master one thing, the art of leverage. Yeah, you need to leverage on other people's time, other people's resources, yeah, to become rich. Now I give you the keyword, yeah, leverage. Every time you see a live door produce you. If you do it yourself, mean you counter the life, it's not going to work. Yeah, so your first question to ask yourself, how can I optimize? How can these people help me? How can I use this person? What's the good thing about this person? Yeah, so you need to make sure everyone you meet, you need to identify the value and how they can help you to achieve your goal. Yeah, so for Warren Buffett case, he leveraging on other people's businesses, product, right? He invests on other company that he don't run his own company. Right? He invests on other people's company. His own team actually is very small, a number of people, probably like 16 or 17. Yeah, but it's a lot. And then look at the live door there. You see a snake there. Yeah, what type of business do you think this person will invest a lot? Yeah, recurring, safe. Additive means what? Something like what? Is it Coke is one of them? Additive, right? So you try to look at the the type of business that he invests in. A lot of them are something to do with this, like Coca-Cola, you know, and Wrigley's as well, the chewing gum. Yeah, he like this kind of thing. Something that have a recurring, stable, is something that his style is. Yeah. So don't you think it's fun to read the chart like this? Okay, so now you see based on all the chart that you read just now, yeah. What are the this is a question for you. What are the consistent traits you're able to see? Yeah, do you realize one thing that destiny chart, most of them are either chief or nine heaven? Yeah, do you pay attention to this just now? Yeah, all the charts that I show you just now, yeah, all of them are either chief or nine heaven. Yeah, so this is the key. Yeah, it doesn't mean if you don't have this, you cannot become rich. But this is where you can look for. Yeah, if you want to actually talk about wealth generation, because these two star is a star. What if you want to look for partner? Is it good to have a nine heaven or chief with you? Yes. Yeah, this is the art of leveraging. Yeah, that's one thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, so why any one of you here actually wrote down the key takeaway for today's session? Any one of you here? Do you really? If you write it down, you can share. You can share with the student here. Yeah, all the members here, so they can benefit as well, right? Yeah. So all the notes I ask you to keep it down. All the important thing you write it down. Yeah. What is the 10 most important key things you learned from this session? How many of you here already wrote it down? Yeah. You can reply here. You can say yes on your message box. Anyone? Some of you have a lot. I saw the video. Okay, so let me you need why I want to keep emphasizing you to do this, because all the notes you have to keep it on a log file, and what do you learn, and then this is the note that you're going to refer again and again when you're reading. The more you do it, then you see more pattern, and in the future you can develop your own pattern style as well. Yeah, so this will get you to understand QiMen in a more deeper level in terms of destiny analysis. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this session. And how about tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow we will not focusing much on Destiny Palace, but where we're going to focus a lot. Yeah, a lot in the in forecasting. Yeah, forecasting is the part that we're going to do a lot because tomorrow is about decision making. Right now, if yourself is good already, Destiny Palace is good, then you identify your true nature, your Destiny Palace, then now you can make a better decision. Yeah, that's when you're going to use the forecasting chart. So tomorrow there will be a lot of interesting activities. We're going to have like a host versus guest session where you can ask our team of experts whatever QiMen question you have. Because I noticed that a lot of questions today that I might not able to attend all. So tomorrow, don't worry, you make sure all your questions be answered because they are special. QiMen expert will be appear in one of our session. Yeah, so you whatever question you have to prepare tonight, tomorrow you need to drill them. Yeah, they'll try their best, yeah, to help you all these things. And the thing is, tomorrow I might also share something about Warcraft as well because a lot of people want to know what this Warcraft is about. So on the session, I'm going to do the Warcraft session, introduction about Warcraft. And also, if you have any forecasting question, yeah, you want to, you don't know, you're not sure how to read it yet, and or maybe you want to clarify certain things, tomorrow you get your chart prepared. So we're going to post it here as well. So we're going to do the reading together as well. Yeah, so will be a lot of all this exciting activity tomorrow. Okay, all right. So I hope you enjoy today's session. Yeah, so I shall see everyone here tomorrow at the same time, 8 a.m. at GMT 8. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the session as much as I do. So I see you tomorrow. Thank you.